Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Audio Addiction. Hope all of you are well, doing good shit. Uh so I would like to I am like 6 minutes late. I got to tell you, this is like the craziest shit that could happen when streaming is I turn my PC on, I type my password in, and bruh, I was trying to move my mouse around, which shout outs to my Logitech mouse. I was moving it around and I couldn't find my cursor, so I like couldn't log in. So then I plugged it directly into my desktop. So now it works. I don't know why they have like this stupid little dongle that you can attach it to, but I guess it doesn't work. So that was fun. So I went into a little bit of a panic mode, but it's all good. It's all good now. So thanks chat for bearing with me. Normally I have at least one issue per stream, I feel. So hopefully this will be my one and only issue tonight. So thanks for hanging, thanks for chilling. Appreciate y'all. So it's always good. Yeah, me and technology just love each other so much. We're just so in love. No Santa says late. Udi was patiently waiting. Thank you, Uni. Harmony says, "How was your spa day?" It was great. Shout outs to my girlfriend and her aunt. We went to like a Russian bathhouse, which was pretty crazy. So it was a good time. I did like some cold plunges. We went into like a hamung room. It's pretty nice. I don't normally get to do that shit, so it was cool. Very chill. And then we had Jollibees, which was rad. So I'm about it. The Santa says it was about to be chaos. That is true. That is true. That is true. That's true. Cal, hello. Kaylee, hello. Gunky, hello. Connie, hello. Polo, hello. Andy, hello. Jazz, hello. Sarah, hello. Sally says, hello. Happy Animal Crossing update day, everyone. LOL. Hey, let's go. Let's go. If y'all do have a Switch, let me know. I'll have to repost my thing. So um Cal says, "Oh, fancy." Jazz says, "Glad you have fun." Thank you, thank you. Guggy says, "As a tech support, you are people who I worry about the most." I listen. I think I can normally handle most things on my own. I will give myself a lot of credit. So, Dang says hello, hello, Dang. Polo says, "What are we doing tonight? Open to requests." We are doing requests. We are doing requests tonight. I didn't have to look. I just assumed that Chaos was gonna win, which sucks because genuinely I was excited for Block B, but I listen. I gotta give the people what they want, which I'm pretty sure this is what they want. So, um, very cool, very cool. It was close. It was much closer than I thought it was gonna be. It looks like 6 people voted for Block B and 8 people voted for Chaos, which is kind of nuts. So I was surprised. I was surprised. Yeah, people always want chaos. It's kind of nuts, but it's good though. I like that. I like doing those. And like I said, we haven't done one. And I'll use Connie's phrase. We haven't done one since last year. So, um, hardy har har. But very cool. Very cool. Um, Meeks, hello. Very nice. I didn't. Yeah, I'll be honest, Sally. I played a ton early on, came back when my partner and I started dating, and then have not touched it since. She is more of a Stardew Valley aficionado and like other like farm sim games kind of thing. So I personally, that's not the realm that I'm in. I'm currently making my way through Metroid Prime 4 right now. So, um, but very nice. Gunky says it was really close. Went rogue and voted Block B vid. That's fair. But it is chaos. It is. It is. So yeah. So anyway, if you are joining, chaos is where you put your information in for obviously doing whatever you would like. I pretty much will cover it all. I know we did talk about a Japanese stream at some point for chaos, so maybe we'll do that some point in the future. We'll have to pick a date so everybody can be here that wants to put in for Japanese stuff. But if you would like to give me Japanese stuff tonight, that is absolutely down. I'm absolutely down for that too. So, very nice. All right, cool. Let's rock. Let's see what we got. Calla says Stardew Valley. Yes, my girlfriend got me super into Stardew. Sally says I'm very on and off with all my games. That's fair. My friend and I are deep in the valley right now. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Stardew is fun. I will give Stardew a lot of credit. It was a game that I didn't think I was going to be a big fan of, and now I do love. So, very cool. All right. Let's see what we got. Wow, holy shit. We're moving. We're schmoving. Let's go. All right. Very nice. All right, cool. Well, we'll start off with the Gunkies. No surprise, Gunky has chosen NMIXX and Lee Mujin. Hey, let's go. We love Lee Mujin. Cover starts at 30 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay, cool. This will be a good jumping off point because I will have to make everything set up for this. So 34 minutes. $34.50. Okay. Mix and Lee Mujin doing Her by Block B, which is very appropriate. We will be covering Block B next week, so come join if you're gonna hanging out. This is great. Like I said, I don't know really anything about Block B, but I'm excited to get into them. I know Zico is a part of the group, which I love Zico's stuff, so very excited to see and listen to their music. So I really can't comment on the OG version, but I thought this was great. I obviously love NMIXX. I love Lee Mujin, so when they were combined together, that was really cool. I also was surprised that Lily was was doing the rapping in that section. I thought that was cool. Definitely like Gunky says Lily is a hidden rapper. I was gonna say that's cool. I was definitely a little shocked by that, but I enjoyed it. But yeah, I thought this performance was great. I'm like I said, I think it just excites me to get into Block B, and see what their music's all about because the song sounded great. And obviously would love to give that comparison of that. I also am very curious. I don't know if chat would know this. Maybe they might. Lee Mujin's got a fantastic voice. I know I've said that before in previous videos we've watched of him, but he's got like, I love his tone. I don't know if he was ever a part of a group or not, or if he did like solo work at all, because I mean, I'm always thoroughly impressed by his voice. So I was always curious if he was ever a part of something, group or solo work activity, just because I think I would be surprised if he wasn't. Just because I know he's such a great vocalist. I feel like it would be a missed opportunity to not have them. So, interesting. So, Kaylee says no. He got second on a show singing again, and that's how he started bigger. Okay. And he was always solo. Okay, so he was never a part of a group. He just did his own shit. Which kudos to him. He's like I said, he's got like a very distinct vocal tone. Like, and I feel like I would argue in like the Korean space, I mean, he's got a very recognizable voice. So good for him. I'm glad he's like, I think this is cool because it like combines that aspect of him obviously doing a show, but also like still obviously showing off his vocal skills, which is incredible. So, cool stuff. I'd be curious to do like, I'll have to do like a background deep dive of him. I'm always very curious. I'm always very curious to see what his background is because it seems cool what he's doing. So glad he is still cooking, still doing the shit. It's awesome. All right, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Gunky, thank you for the pick. Excited. It's gonna be sick. So, let's see. Dang says I really like the vocal tone of the girl who's sitting in the top right. Hey, let's go. Okay. Kaylee says, "Don't hate me, Gunky. I didn't like this really. I didn't think they did it really well. it was too clean for me. One of my favorite parts about the songs is the grit of block B sound. Hey, fair enough, fair enough. Gucky says NMIXX has been the only group as a whole to be on Lee Mujin. Oh wow, okay. And he says is a little different from the original, so I can understand. They do have a very clean voice, so I can see it as well. I mean, like, obviously I'll compare it to the original certainly, but like I can see it from the perspective of like they do have a very like NMIXX has a very clean tone to their voices, so I'm not really surprised by that. But and also too, it's like I'm always very curious to see like girls group covering guys group songs and vice versa. So I could see that certainly. So very nice, very nice. Like I said, cool introduction. Excited to get into more. So all right, the next one we've got is from Kala. We are doing NEXZ Simmer. Ooh, okay. Check it out.
Got a peace, quiet, a calm spirit. 그 깊숙이 깔려있는 열기. Wait, 난 전진하기 위해서 화의 시위 뒤로 더 당기지. 아주 위험해. 눈을 빼고 톤이 기고 있어 지금은. Just what you wish. 우리 나무는 경고도 없이 hit. 절대 감당할 수 없는 energy. Content, Mississippi, 이제가 feel it. 튀기는 spark, freaky. 조심해, watch it. Up and up, top, keep it. 조금씩 50-50. 거래 승진 bomb, step it. 빠르고 비스티. 예상한 것보다 messy, bossy. It could be risky. 귓가에 들려와, squeaky. 소름이 발끝까지, watch out. 뭔가 터질 이 분위긴 적당해. 모든 게 숨이 막힐 때 고요해. We're with the Simmer. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your eyes on me. We're with the Simmer. Just simmer now. Simmer. 아직 넌 모르지 날 의미. 아슬한 그 속에 freely. I can't deny 불안정한 peace. 그걸 완벽하게 감춘 poker face. 공기는 팽팽하게 당겨진 채 stay. 모두 무너지는 순간 hurricane. When you calculate 넌 뭘 상상해. 결과는 확실해. 상상 밖의 rain. 아마도 기다린 듯 솟아오는 gauge. 눈치채기도 전 순식간에 place. Content Mississippi you gotta feel it. 터지는 spark freak it. 조심해 watch it. 비랑 top keep it. 서로가 50-50 내내 스크진 bomb step it. 빠르고 비스티. 계산한 것보다 messy bossy. It could be risky. 가까이 울려와 squeaky. 소름이 발끝까지 watch out. 뭔가 터질 이 분위긴 적당해. 모든 게 숨이 막힐 때 고요해. We're with the Simmer. Just simmer now. Simmer. Keep getting on. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your eyes on me. We're with the Simmer. Just simmer now. Simmer. Keep getting on. 아직 넌 모르지 날 let me. 아슬람 그 속에 feeling. 눈치채지 못한 움직임.
Cool bridge. Yeah. 뭔가 터질 이 분위긴 적당해. 모든 게 숨이 막힐 때 고요해. We're with the Simmer. Keep your eyes on me. We're with the Simmer. Just simmer now. Keep getting on. 아직 넌 멀어진 내 limit. 아슬한 그 속에 feeling. Wow. All right. Very cool. All right. This was NEXZ Simmer. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging for chaos tonight. This was sick. I definitely like this a lot. I think we have listened to at least another NEXZ song. I don't know if it was this one because this one came out. We may have. This was a little while ago, 9 months ago. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. Sometimes we NEXZ. Okay. Thank you. I was gonna say I know we listened to at least one NEXZ song, so that was interesting. I don't think it was this one. Okay, cool. Thank you, Gunky, for clarification. Um, I enjoyed this a lot. I'm very curious to see if they are going to have a comeback very soon. Because normally I feel like I feel like K-pop, or since they're part of JYP, I know that they kind of do that 6 month split. But this was really really good. I love like the really kind of like, again, that we listen to beatboxer. Okay, yeah, I do remember that. I do remember. I know remember, but I don't remember Simmer, which makes sense. But this was really cool. I love the kind of like gritty, dirty sort of like synth tones that they're using in this. It's like very, very like distorted. I think it's really cool. I've often find that like, especially like with like guys groups now, it's either like they're doing the sexy concept, which is great. No, no diss to anybody who likes that. It's awesome. And obviously I know this is kind of more so on the Japanese side of things, but and then you have stuff that's like more like ethereal, more like reverby and like kind of lush sounding, which is also great. I love those two, so I love both sides of the fence on that aspect. But I think there's something really cool about this where it's like really in your face, it's really aggressive, and I find that maybe like modern like K-pop, J-pop are kind of in that sort of category, aren't really doing this as much. So I'm maybe this is a ploy that they might be seeing a little bit more of that aggressive side come out later on. I know the only other one I can think of is like I know like New Beat does that, which they're also really incredible. But like that's the only other group that I can kind of, I guess, tie it similarly towards. But I really enjoyed this a lot. I think the vocals really cool. That chorus is really catchy. At first, I was like, "Am I gonna really like them just saying like simmer? Like, is that something that's really gonna stick with me?" But by the second chorus, I was like, "Damn, this is actually really sticking with me more than I thought it was going to." I still think my favorite part of the song was absolutely the bridge. I think that is like one of the most, especially given the rest of the song, I think is such a like 180 tonally that is so cool. And I'd imagine is extremely intentional to the song, but I think the bridge really kind of, as much as like the aggressiveness of like the song is so strong, I think the fact that they go into like this really beautiful, like gorgeous, like vocal section in the bridge is just like more of a head turner to me than like the actual song itself in like the choruses and pre-choruses, which is cool. So whoever worked on this song did a great job of like fine tuning it in that aspect. It doesn't feel like out of place. It really works in the song, so I love that, and it definitely does the job of making your neck jerk a little bit. But yeah, overall, I thought this was great. I'm excited to see what they've got next. Honestly, I've been enjoying both. Like I said, Beatboxer was good. So I'm excited to see what they'll be cooking up this year in 26. So very nice, very nice. Let's see. Jazz says chorus is super catchy. Harvey says it's so wild to me that '06 liners are turning 20 this year. Dag said keep this to yourself. And then Harvey responded, if I'm suffering, so are you. Oh God, yeah. Oh Jesus. That is ever a way to age my mind. That's definitely it. Kala says that they've been into them recently and had to share. Let's go. Connie says, NEXZ, my boys, let's go. And they are incredible dancers. And it was confirmed that they are the Japanese group for JYP. Okay, cool. So very nice, very nice. Every year it gets worse. That is true. That is true, though, Santa. Oh my God, it's bad. Gunky says definitely the bridge is the best, and JYP has finally got the change up stuff down. I agree. Yeah, JYP's doing the Lord's work out here. So very nice, very nice. Kala, thank you. Appreciate it. And Harmony, thanks for letting us, all the Ajacis, know that we have our plates. Anyway, we're gonna move it on. The next show we've got is Sally's pick, and this is Hui Dalla Dalla cover. Oh, okay. Um, let's check that out. We're just old. Listen, I watched the video. I've never felt I've never felt more in line with the video that I got posted on Instagram. But there's this one lady that was just like, listen, if you found K-pop this year and this is your vibe now, then like just know that that's the universe telling you that you need that like it's your time to get into like K-dramas and like K-pop. And I was just like, I mean, I've been on this wave for a couple years now, but the self affirmations really is what got me. So that was very funny. I'll have to, if I can find the video again, I'll post it in Discord. But I was cracking up. No Santa says, "Come on, Grandpa, let's get you home." Oh man. All right. Well, let's go. Let's check it out. Ooh. My guy, Hui.
생각 없어요. 예쁘기만 하고 매력은 없는 다른 애들과는 달라. 네 기준에 날 맞추려 하지 마. 난 지금 내가 좋아. I love myself. 난 뭔가 달라.
This little rasp. Oh, so good.
Just where I am. 난 신경 쓰고 살긴 아까워. 하고 싶은 일 하기도 바빠. My life. 난 내 맘대로 살 거야. 난 특별하니까.
What? Oh, my man. Woo. Damn. That was sick. All right, very nice. This was Hui of Pentagon covering ITZY's Dalla Dalla. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Sally, for the pick. Let's see what we got here. A couple comments here. Sally says it is a rock cover. Hey, let's go. Guggy says we're past the age where we're supposed to listen to K-pop, and No says we're past the age where we care about what others think. That's true. That's true. Harmony says God, I love Hui's voice. Hey, let's go. Connie said the same thing. Sarah's made it even shorter and said I love Hui. Fair enough. Meek says Hui's girls group covers always sound so different. I love that. No Santa says cover good, still don't like the song. Fair enough. And Sally Sally said, very hard to go wrong with Hui. That is true. That is true. That is true. That's my guy. That's my guy right there. So, I will say this cover is exceptional. I do remember this song that we covered from ITZY a while ago now at this point, but I feel like Hui's got such a great voice. He to me, this song exemplifies, I feel like, his range, where he's got like that little bit of like vocal rasp, or not a little bit. He's definitely got like that bit of vocal rasp in the song that just sounds like, gives it that kind of rock edge that I love. And then his like falsetto tone is just magnificent. Like him going into that like really high register vocally is so incredible to hear. It's just so pristine, and like him performing it live was awesome. I just feel like he did such a great job commanding this track. It almost doesn't like, and this is probably gonna be a huge compliment to him, but like genuinely, if I did not know this was an ITZY cover, I just would have felt like it would have just been his song. Like he made it so much of his own, and I love that. I also appreciate kind of the stylization of the song. They're definitely using a lot more like minor keys, like a lot of minor chord guitar phrasings versus like the major key, which is cool. I love that. I think it kind of gives, again, that like darker edge to the track, which is cool. The band, shout outs to them. They did a phenomenal job. I really love the drum tone on this song. I thought the drummer was doing a fantastic job on this track. So kudos to them. But I think the live performance, I love seeing a good live performance. I know often people ask why we don't cover live songs when we do like a lot of deep dives. And I think it's, it's best savored for some of these streams, so the chaos streams, so, or covers, so, so I love hearing those outside of the norm. But, yeah, I don't know. This was a great pick. Like I said, I love Hui, so I feel like this was just a good time for, good for the vibes. Dang says it is a good theme. Live is a good theme for a themed chaos. That is true. That is true. All right. Very cool. Well, speaking about Dang, the next one we've got is from them. And this is North Face Gawd featuring J Tong. Okay. Very interesting. Kaylee says it's always important to see MVs too for songs first, to see the vision of the group wanted first. I also agree. I think there's absolutely merit to both. Like I said, I love seeing the performances. I think for me, it's like I enjoy the live aspect of it, but also I think now that I know that I've been in K-pop for a while, now I know like how much time it takes for groups to get that vision across too. So I love seeing the MVs as well. I think the MVs are also equally, if not more so, important. And the live performances are great. I think that's another good way to round out, those performances. So, Dang says this is in honor of J Tong participating as the producer in the new edition of Show Me the Money that starts tomorrow. Ooh, okay, all right. Well, let's check it out then.
마, 니 지금 뭐하는데? 니 일로 와봐봐. 니 지금 몰래 쓰레기 버리네. 이 쓰레기 같은 새끼. 다시 주워서 먹어. 먹어?
봉투 필요하세요? 아니요 괜찮습니다. 빨대 필요하세요? 이때고 마십니다. 귀찮지 않으세요? 아주 괜찮습니다. 하나뿐인 지구는 두 개가 아니니까. 자연보호 지구보호 자연보호 지구보호 자연보호 지구보호 자연보호 지구보호.
아주 많은 환경오염 지구 앓고 있어 몸살 상황이 아주 급해. 놀페이스 어떻게 해야 할까?
일단 일어나자마자 창문을 열어 활짝 닫혀있던 나의 머릿속을 열고 눈을 감자.
가장 먼저 분리수거부터 짚고 넘어가야지. 의식물에 불린 플라스틱 기름때를 깨끗이.
모든 것은 모름지기 해야 할 때 하나씩. 귀찮은 걸 몸소 실천해야 애들이 배우지.
끝에 붙은 비닐 칼집 내서 당장 벗겨. 너 밤에 쓰레기 몰래 버리다가 녹지 않아 버리지 마좀 봉투 필요하세요? 아니요 괜찮습니다 빨대 필요하세요? 입대고 마십니다 귀찮지 않으세요? 아주 괜찮습니다 하나뿐인 지구는 두 개가 아니니까 자연보호 지구보호 자연보호 지구보호 자연보호 지구보호 자연보호 지구보호 이봐 자네 우린 생각보다 짧게 살다 가지 좋은 환경 물려주고 저승 가자 우리 같이 갈 때 가더라도 후회 따윈 하지 말아야지 아름다운 사람 머물렀던 자리 깨끗하지 이제 제발 책임지지 못할 행동하지 마라 빠짐없이 기록되고 행한 대로 받아 karma 이승에서 남긴 음식 전부 한 그릇에 담아 너희 온갖 족이 나눠 먹어 토 나와도 참아 캔 따로 종이 따로 정리된 삶을 살아 때가 되면 미련 없이 깨끗하게 눈 감아 우유팩은 잘 말려 뚜껑은 따로 모아 알맹 상점 가져가면 지구가 기분 좋아 봉투 필요하세요? 아니요 괜찮습니다 빨대 필요하세요? 입대고 마십니다 귀찮지 않으세요? 아주 괜찮습니다 하나뿐인 지구는 두 개가 아니니까 자연보호 지구보호 자연보호 지구보호 자연보호 지구보호 자연보호 지구보호
I thought they were gonna give the kid laser eyes. Then I would have been set. Very nice, very nice. All right, this was North Face Gawd and J Tong. Very nice, very cool, very cool. Thanks for sharing, Dang. Appreciate it. Dang says I'm so glad they plucked J Tong out of the ocean and put him back on TV. Oh my god. Those says me and my homies hate single-use plastics. Hey, let's go. Yeah, I wanted to point out the lyricism. I really enjoyed that a lot. As you know, as taking care of your environment is important. So, I definitely love that. So, if you have not, take care of the environment. Be great. This was a cool song. I like the beat. I think that's always really incredible. I hope we cover more like K-rap / K-hip-hop this year. I know I keep saying that, but I feel like we should because there's definitely some artists that we have not covered that we would like to. I know BY is definitely on my list of people to cover at some point, just because I know we checked out like a song or two last year or maybe the year prior to that, and I would love to get into them. I feel like that would be really sick. I did really enjoy it, and I'm always, I feel like we get some like crossover with like rappers or hip hop artists in K-pop, so it'd be cool to cover them at some point. But yeah, we'll have to do it. I think maybe I'll throw that kind of in the mix of like boy group, girl group, K-band, K-rapper, K-hip-hop artist, because I know that is kind of, at least from my perspective, I feel like a little bit of a blind spot. So I would love to cover them at some point in the future. So we'll do it. I'll keep in that four group rotation. So we'll have to throw K hip hop / K rap. So if you've got some good suggestions, let me know. But that would be really fun. Speaking about the song, very cool. I love, anything that can support the environment, I think is always really important. So I love that there's a song that they have that is dedicated to such an important cause. So that is really important. I love seeing that. I also feel like we have done, I am familiar with J Tong. I think we did do maybe potentially a little bit of him. I know I've heard of his name. I've heard some of his rapping and I've really liked it. So I think that that's really cool. But yeah, I think this was a great song. Like I said, I think the primary focus was definitely more so like the lyricism, and I think they definitely drove that home and the importance of saving your environment and, one earth. So, I really love seeing that, and hopefully, again, it gives more of an option for, people to do that, it brings a lot of awareness to it. So cool stuff. So yeah, I enjoy this. This is cool. Cool lot. All right. All right. So there's a lot of people that like BY. So that might be the first one potentially. So Dang says everyone on the 4 producer duo, everyone of the 4 producers duo of the upcoming Show Me the Money season have released short ciphers as promotions. Oh, cool. Kaylee says that could be fun in the rotation. Zico, yeah, Zico would be cool. Sarah says Ash Island eventually for sure. That would also be cool. Zico, Crush, J Tong, Uki, Shiba Seki. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. Loco Gray, Lil Mosh Pit, and J Park. Hey, interesting. Okay. Sarah says your mortal enemy is in a BY video. Ooh, okay. We also do have a playlist for BY. That is true. That is true. I think, Kaylee, you might have put that in there. So, yeah, very cool. But anyway, drop your comments in Discord if you have any for K-hip-hop, K-rap. I will definitely throw those names into a poll, and we'll have to do it. I think BY will probably be the first one we start with, and then we'll kind of break off from there. But, yeah, cool. Penamenko was be cool, too. Uni says Ashby thought you just might want to watch the if I'm catching your drift, Uni, then listen, I get it. Listen, it'll never be the absolute neck whiplash that I experienced on the Song of the Year guest. That, oof. I think that would have maybe been a stream to not watch, but that might be it too. But anyway, no, Santa says I've already brought shame to this. No, of course not. No, Santa, you would never. But all right, cool. Well, we'll keep it moving. If we've got some good ones, let me know. But we are moving on with Uni's pick. They have chosen Kiki Dulu. Ooh, okay. Let's give it a rip. Oh, listen.
You're welcome to my world, take to metro. 동전 너 깜짝하니? Yeah, 도착. 반짝이 신발 신고, 허황된 상상 let go. Isn't this fake? I love it. Flashlights on my skin. 어처구니 없이, 개성도 없이, 들르르 내게. Keep the camera rolling, make it clap, 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 clap. 지루한 건 뭔지 몰라. Dance, 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 dance. 입는 규칙, 걷는 규칙. Mush, 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 mush. Start laughing, start dreaming.
Oh, nice. Kiki's delivery service. Nice. I brought it.
Keep the camera rolling, make it clap, 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 clap. 시동을 막 걸자마자 dash, 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 dash. 입는 규칙, 걷는 규칙. Mush, 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 mush. Start laughing, start dreaming. Work for it, work for it.
All right. Very cool. This was Kiki's Dulu. Very nice. Very nice. Uni says this is a pre-release for their new EP coming out in like 2 weeks. Ooh, okay. Connie says, haven't heard this one yet. And he says, ooh, this one. And Connie says, ooh, love KIIKII. No Santa says, KIIKII is definitely one of the groups I'm most looking forward to see what they do this year. Ooh, okay. Very nice. Cal says, so catchy. I agree. I enjoyed this a lot. This is really cool. I will say for me, I feel like a lot of the KIIKII songs, like I've either like really liked them or they've just been maybe just not for me or something. This one I feel like fits in that category of like I definitely enjoy it. I would love to give it another listen as well. But I love kind of like I don't know, it's got kind of like a little bit of like a like lighthouse or like kind of like British club sort of feel to it from what I could gather tonally. But I love their voices. I love how they kind of stack them together. I think they've done a really great job of, I think, really utilizing the different voices that are in KIIKII and really kind of separating them really well. I think if I was given another listen to this, I definitely feel like I could maybe decipher their voices a little bit better. And if I followed them a little bit more closely, I'm sure I probably could discern them pretty well. But I really kind of enjoyed like that just really light beat of the song. I think it is really, really fun. And I think their voices have this sort of like sereneness to it that I think I really appreciate. And I just think it works out really well in this sort of track. So really cool. I also like the nod that they gave to Kiki's delivery service. Totally unrelated and unintentional, I guess, to some degree. But I am legitimately like wearing a Kiki's delivery service shirt right now. So that was unplanned, but awfully ironic though. So very fun. So shout outs, but it was a perfect set piece for that. But very nice. Excited. I'll have to check out. I feel like again, every time we check out KIIKII, I'm like I enjoy their music, but I feel like I gotta do the dive of checking out more of their stuff. So, Cal says, "Wow, perfect. Thank you, Udi." Jazz says, "Oh, LOL, it was, and that is a beautiful shirt. Thank you, No Santa. I buy a lot of I buy too many shirts, so and it's often behind my microphone that it will never be seen, but it is okay." All right, very cool. Well, we're keeping moving tonight. We've got Harmony's pick, and they have chosen The Night Who Can't Die and The Silk Cradle. Okay, very interesting. Let's check it out. Oh, this is a Lucy video. Hey, let's go. Ooh, this always sounds great. I've got him on Harmony. Thank you.
숨을 쉬지 않는 땅 끝에 뚫려있는 저 달빛이 만든 길을 따라 도대체 얼마나 멀리 지나왔는지 얘기는 끝없이 영원하던 걸 뭐가 됐든 상관없다는 춤추는 걸 따라도 내려놓는 듯이 날아가 나와 내 안에 끌어와는 밤 영원함을 말하니 손을 내가 선택하나야만 하는데 Cause it's getting up but you be 그만 나의 모습처럼만 그건가 본처럼 외롭게로 발걸음을 넌 없어도 되니까 이제 날 두고 떠나가 너는 미치고 시켜준 건 내가 아닌 너야 내 사랑아 내 바보야 너는 너의 밤을 가려 무너지는 별이 타올랐을 열기 속에 새벽까지 남아있는 장난가라 무심히 걸어가 지게 해준 나 너를 약속하는 눈을 내게서 떼어놔야만 하니까 그만 나의 모습처럼만 불현과 변처럼 외롭게로 발걸음을 넌 없어도 되니까 이제 날 두고 떠나가 너는 미치고 지켜준 건 내가 아닌 너야 내 사랑아 내 바보야 괴롭힌 거니까 망가질 테니까 너 없는 세상을 걸어가야 나 느껴지다 멈춘 달이 쓰러져 넘어가는 하늘 눈물로 덮은 별길은 되게 느려보는 가지 나와 내 약속처럼 나는 죽지 않아 외롭게로 미안해 우리 둘이었으니까 똑같은 감정에 설레운 건 너와 우리야 내 사랑아 내 바보야 가을하늘 미안한 소리 위를 춤추는 걸 따라가도 내려오는 듯이 날아가 나와 내 안에 끌어와는 밤 영원함을 말하는 널 놓지 않아 우리 사랑 무너져가는 나라고 괜찮을 것 같은 밤을 걸어가자 이 길을 끝따라
Fucking violin, man. Wow.
소리 질러
Oh. All right. Very cool. This was Lucy the Knight, who can't die in the silk cradle. Thank you, Harmony. I feel like every time I bring up Lucy, especially their live performances, I'll never live down the fact that I had an opportunity to see them live and I just didn't go, and I will always be biting myself in the ass for not going. But I feel like it taught me the valuable lesson is the next time they come to town, I will absolutely have to see them live. For this reason. Yeah. Let's see. Callis says constant regret. Yeah. And Kaylee says you didn't know their power at that point. LOL. That is true. That is true. But still a regrettable decision. But Hari says I didn't know them that well when they toured, but you can bet I'll be there next time they're in the US. And Cookie said shame. I feel like to me that's like, especially for those who have watched since we covered Lucy, and now like my love for them has only kind of grown more and more. But I feel like to me, it's like every time that I've seen a live performance of them or I've listened to a new release from them, I'm just like, damn, like the next time that they come here, I'm going to be so in the know of what they're doing, which I'm very excited about. So hopefully, listen, Lucy, if you come to the US, please, for the love of God, please come this year. That'd be sick. Thank you. Anyway, but yeah, I really enjoyed this a lot. This was such a cool live performance. Like I said, it came out, it looks like it was last year, which is incredible. But man, I feel like I've lost my ability to speak about them just because I love their like musicality and like the way that they kind of approach their, their music is such an incredible, like awe. Like I feel like it's just I'm all struck in the way that they write and like the way that they kind of command your attention, which is awesome. From like the violin, the bass work, the guitar work, the drumming, the vocals, like it all to me feels like a very like well-oiled machine. So I love seeing that, and this performance seems to be the best yet. So I'm hoping that they had a really good year last year, and that maybe this would be their opportunity to come over to the States again. So I will have to see them. I will absolutely have to make the opportunity to go see them. But this was great. I did see that Harmony said that this is a part of a series. So if you wanted to watch the rest of them, please go check it out. Go support Lucy. They're awesome. So very cool. Jazz says they sold out here before I could get any. Oof. Harmony says, but I do have a signed poster from them since a friend went twice and got one for me. Thanks to them, Lucy has been a constant for me. Oh, that is so sweet. I love that. Love seeing that. Very nice. Very nice. Fan chants were crazy, which is awesome. Good for them. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. Kala says, I still have a little sign they gave us at their concert. Forever going to be living in that moment. Hey, let's go. That's awesome. That is so sweet. Love to see it. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, we're keeping it moving. The next one we've got is from Sarah. And it looks like it is Zero Base 1 running to future. Hey, let's go. Let's go. I'm interested. Sarah says this is the first single off ZB1's upcoming album. Ooh, okay. I did see some things online, and you can confirm the accuracy of it or how you feel about it. I'm curious. We'll talk about it after I listen to the song, but I am very curious. So let's check this out.
어느덧 달라진 공기가 우리에겐 어떤 의미일까 시작부터 정해진 이상 어쩌면 영원히 밤일까 우리의 마지막 페이지도 어쩌면 새로운 이야기로 너와 나 눈이 부시던 우리의 계절 끝을 달려왔어 기분 좋은 꿈을 꿨다면 느낄 수 있게 한 번 더 안녕이란 말 건넬 수 있게 기적 같던 우리를 기억해 Don't wanna wake up 아무래도 난 붙잡은 손 헤어질 수 없을 것 같아 시간을 뛰어 건너 약속했던 그곳에서 You're stunning 영원 속에 겹겹이 쌓인 계절 위에 가만히 눈을 감은 채 이 손 들고 기다려줄게 어떤 모습이라도 널 알아볼 수 있도록 I'm running the future 천천히 늦지 않게 Till we love again Yeah 우연에 우연히 모여 우리가 돼 그대로 다가도 넌 내 방안 같았고 언젠가 헤어져도 슬퍼 말자고 너로 영원하기에 모두 happy end 우리 막연한 비로 내가 먼저 인사 건네 hello 눈앞에 너를 볼 때면 바보 같은 난 네가 보고 싶어 기분 좋은 꿈을 꿨다면 눈뜰 수 있게 한 번 더 안녕이란 말 건넬 수 있게 기적 같던 우리를 기억해 줄래 But it's not the end 언젠가 우리 시간을 뛰어 건너
Damn. Oh, this hurts. Oh no. All right, this is ZB1's Running to Future. Oh. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Connie says time to cry. Cal says their voices. Sarah says now we are not alone. I think I'd feel less pain if I was shot. Oof. And Meek says the callbacks to previous songs. Sigh. Yeah. Oh my god. I think for me, this song, I know I've talked about fan songs previously. I feel like this one definitely hit, which I'm not gonna say I'm surprised by that by any means, but I feel like this one definitely had a little bit more of a sting to it than I feel like some other fan songs that we've listened to. Just because I feel like to me we spent an entire summer talking about Boys Planet and in all the other groups that came from that, and then we did like a whole deep dive on ZB1, which is also incredible too. If you have not, go check it out. But I feel like this one hurts just because it's like I've seen kind of different facets of what ZB1 has been through, and obviously what type of the music that they've put out over the years. And though it was, I feel like, more accelerated than most people that have listened to ZB1, I still feel like this one just has a lot more like hurt to it because I was like, A, I've listened to the songs more currently, B, as well. I've also really enjoyed a lot of the ZB1 stuff. I went through and listened to a lot of their music after, after I had gone away, and they were even on my albums of the year later. So I think I've spent a lot of time with them. And so I think this is definitely bittersweet. I did see some news on what potentially might happen with them going further. But I think it's sad. Like, it's definitely like, I think it's something that like I can feel for people that are fans of ZB1 in the sense of like, obviously you don't want to break up the dream team, certainly, but I do feel like obviously regardless of who stays and who goes, I wish the best to all of them. They're all extremely talented artists, and as long as I feel like they're still creating music, I think that's at least what's important to me. Obviously it would be great if they were all together, certainly, but I'm just happy that hopefully they'll still be continuing to make music in the foreseeable future. And obviously best wishes to all of them. But this was very nice. A lot of lyrical callbacks were great. There was definitely some moments where I was like, ooh, I remember that lyric. That's crazy. Like, and I feel like to me, it was cool to like savor that sort of moment. So I definitely appreciate it. Obviously, the song is beautifully arranged. I love a lot of like the like triple harmonies towards the end of the song, which were really great. But it's really got like a sweet melody to it. Like I said, I feel like they are trying to to lessen the burden a little bit, which I get. But I feel like people that have been fans of them, I feel like would feel that this is a very heavy song, lyrically, and I understand that. But wow, it is going to be sad to see them go. And like I said, best of luck to everybody. I hope that they continue to do well. So, let's see. Jazz says so bittersweet. Kaylee says you spend a lot of time with them. I agree. Sarah says I'm so sad. Connie says I cried internally with this one. I think it didn't affect me that much, but I'll definitely be destroyed when ALD1 from BP2 is gone. Oof. And Sarah says, we don't know anything because Wake One refuses to release a statement, but Yuhei have made their intentions clear both with the new statement and with what has happened with Even. So yeah, the recent news seems pretty likely. Ooh, okay. Connie says they're giving you extra years to get attached to. That's fair. Connie says, I hate Yuhei so much. Andy says, this is why I don't get as attached to project groups anymore, especially since X1. Oof. Kaylee says, my heart told me not to get attached after 101, but here I am. I feel like I feel like it's tough. Like I can see like a lot of people, especially obviously I can speak more clearly or more concisely about I guess ZB1, but I think for me it's kind of like I get Andy's point of view in the sense of like I wouldn't want to get attached because I don't want to get burnt, and Kaylee's like I'm just gonna go all in and I don't care if I get I get to that point, and I get it. I think for me it's like I'm kind of on the like I've listened to them a lot, like I care about their music, I care about what they do, I care about them as individuals, um and I think to me it's like it's sad to see them go, but obviously I want the best for whatever outcome it is. You know what I mean? If they're happy as artists and they want to continue to do what they want to do, like despite how I think frustrating or how toxic I feel like sometimes like companies can be about who they have signed onto them. I think to me it's like I would rather have like them as artists be happy with where they are at or what they're going to be doing in the future than than anything else. So I understand people's frustration and obviously their involvement or lack of involvement with it. I absolutely see it, but I think as someone who has covered music for more than a decade now at this point, it's always been something that is like I would hope the artist is happy at the end of the day. So Sarah says, also real talk, I'm so frustrated Wake One debuted ALD1 2 days after ZB1's debut date. Like it was already transparent they were going to be a replacement, but come on, man. That's fair. And Cal says, yeah, you summed up my feelings about it pretty well. Yeah, agreed. Very nice. If you didn't agree, that's also fine too. I'm not trying to win some award here, but I do feel like it is a tough situation. Like I said, I understand the vitriol, especially if you are not a fan of either Wake One or Yue. So I can get it certainly, but hopefully everybody will be happy when it all comes down to the end of it. So all right, well, we're gonna keep it moving. The next one is from Polo, but they only sent me a link. Also, Andy, could you resend me your link just in chat? Because I know you did post it, but I think it did not show on my activity feed. So you don't have to submit the points again because I already saw you did. But just if you could send me the name and the link, that would be rad. So. Polo, very nice. Meek says, are we doing ALD1's debut today? We could if it is recommended. So and it is manifest amateur. Okay, very nice. And Sarah says a trip to Korea will have some few bonfires. Oh all right, well, have a nice camping trip. Anyway, let's check it over.
My manifest, yeah. Sanıyor ki herkes ona hayran. Aynada kendine hodri meydan. Ama bu sefer nakat, hisler yalan. Yine yazmış kendine rol falan. Hiç acıman yok mu kendine? Sus benimle. Kafamın içinde böyle oynuyor sanki hislerimle. Hep aynı show, hep aynı dans. Gördün mü filmin son defa? Sana bu gidişle kimse kanmaz kopya sözlerinle. Zorla mı buydu sonra var? Sen önce boş laf anla.
This is Manifest Harmony.
Dur, sıkılmadım reddetmekten. Seni çok üzdüysem devam edeceğim. Yine bozdum oyunu. Yokmuş rakiplerin, hiç yokmuş yanlışların. O aşk sandıkların gülmeden zor duruyor. Ama bu sefer knockout, hisler yalan. Yine yazmış kendine rol falan. Hiç acıman yok mu kendine? Sus ve dinle. Kafamın içinde böyle
All right, this was Manifest Amateur. Hopefully I've pronounced that correct. I think it's amateur, so this was very cool. Um wait. Sarah says, "Oh wait, was this the group that got arrested?" What? I need some context on that. If that is true, that's wild. Polo says, "Let's go. Thanks for checking them out." Of course, thank you, Polo. Oh wow, interesting. I need some contextual clues on that one. I have liked what I've heard so far. Same with Kala. Connie says they're a Turkish group. Very nice. And Polo did confirm that. Very nice. I thought this was really cool. Shout out to Polo. Polo has been recommending Manifest to us anytime I think we've done chaos streams, ironically enough, which is great. Very timely on Polo's part. But this was cool. I definitely like it. I think this one's probably my favorite one so far. I just love like the instrumentation of it. It's kind of got like a little bit of it's kind of got like a little bit of like a girls group flair from like the early to mid 90s. Like, you know, a lot of those like girls groups that came up in that time, or maybe like early 2000s potentially. It just kind of has that energy to it, which I love. I feel like I do have a soft spot for like, you know, mid 90s, early 2000s music, because that's when I really got into music outside of like classic rock and like things of that nature. So, and it was like, it was a little bit before I got into like rock and metal, unfortunately. So I do feel like there are some groups in that space that I just have a lot of love for. So I feel like to me, it definitely is in that capacity. So I think that that's really cool. But yeah, I love the catchiness of it. Their vocals are really sick as well. But I really enjoyed this. This was a great song. Like I said, I would probably say in terms of all of the songs that we've listened to from them, I would say this one's probably the most catchy. I love the chorus. The chorus is really fun. Also the bridge of the song I thought was also really sick too. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought this was very cool. Very interesting. Let's see. Okay, so we got some contextual stuff here. Thank you both, Kaylee and Sarah. Kaylee says charges of exhibitionism and obscene behavior related to their dance choreography in the stage presentation during the public concert. This is what comes up when I looked it up. Let's see. Indecent or immoral acts. Now I'm hearing about how people are supportive of them because it was a made up charge because they don't act how women are supposed to. Interesting. That would make sense because it is Turkey, and I feel like Turkey has not been. It's probably not. I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth, but I feel like it's not been the greatest. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Polo says, "Dude, thanks for the real comments. Amazing as always." Oh, of course, thanks, Polo. I would assume that we will get more Manifest when they release new music. But yeah, I enjoy this. This was rad. Cal says, "I hate male politicians." Yeah, that's fair. I don't like any politician, so that's also very accurate. Jazz says, "Glad they're getting support then. They're very talented." I also agree. So cool shit. Love to see it. If you like Manifest, please go support them. Harmony says, "That was really good. I added more of their stuff to my watch later list to check out later." Hey, let's go. Biscuit, hello. Thanks for hanging. Sarah says, "That's so real to my politics." Hey, listen, it is true. It's true. You know, the people, community, that's all important. I feel like I often do not like to say my political stance, but I do not like really any politician at all. So, very cool. We'll keep it moving before I go off the rails here. Yes, we are still in chaos stream, so if you've got one biscuit, feel free to drop them. All right, let's check out Connie's pick. I think it's IDNTT. I'm pretty sure because I remember we checked out one of their songs before and I really enjoyed it. And ironically enough, so I'll give a preface to IDNTT. Before Connie showed me IDNTT, I think the last time, I didn't realize that I followed them on Instagram like months ago. So I was like, I scrolling through my Instagram, I was like, who's this IDNTT? And I was like, holy shit. I was like, I've already followed them. I already knew who they were before we covered them. So very cool. Very cool. I appreciate it. This is it was a big moment for me. So very cool. Let's check out the song You Never Met, which is, I don't believe I've checked this one out. So let's give it a listen.
Hey there, 우리 지금은 왜 이래 잡혀도 아직 모르지 널 알아볼 수 있어 내 이끌림 속에 말해줘 멈춰줘 잡아줘 그대로 닿을 수 없어도 경계돼 있어 Walk it out wanna see you walk it out 헤매고 있어도 만날 수 있어 Break it down wanna see you break it down Left foot right foot to the beat 우연히 아닌 never met we run around 네 맘에 Left foot right foot for the real Left foot right foot to the beat 우연히 아닌 never met we run around 네 안에 like this like that for the change 내 안에 playlist 우리의 길을 채워 나를 더 느껴봐 감각으로 느껴지고 홀라 울고 싶을 때 IDNTT just play fast and faster 손앞이랑 달려 우산 없이 헤매도 옆에서 내가 뻥 차고 네 맘에 다 널 지워줄게 like healing you I wanna
Chromatic
make you
descent
see
and
the
run. Nice.
empty world 닿을 수 없어도 연결돼 있어 Walk it out wanna see you walk it out 헤매고 있어도 만날 수 있어 Break it down wanna see you break it down Left foot right foot to the beat 우연히 아닌 never met we run around 네 맘에 Left foot right foot for the real Left foot right foot to the beat 우연히 아닌 never met we run around 네 안에 like this like that for the change 내 안에 playlist 우리의 길을 채워 나를 더 느껴봐 감각으로 느껴지게 I need you need me closely 내게 그저 당겼는데 I need you need me closely 감정 속에 남겨대 I need you need me closely 바람에 속아 감각으로 느껴지게
Ooh. Very nice, very nice. All right, this was IDNTT You Never Met. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Connie, for the pick. Very cool. Let's see. Connie says this is their first subunit, Unever Met. They have 3 subunits, and the other day we just saw their second unit, Yes We Are, which was, I think, Boytude, right? I'm pretty sure. I know we did check out one, and I did enjoy that. Uni says, yeah, Modhouse has been great about doing it for Triple S and Artemis as well. Jazz says, interesting song. I think I prefer the others song by the other unit more, to be honest. And Connie says, I like Triple S and now IDNTT. Fair enough. And I did like the subtitles with the names. I think that is cool. This is cool. I did enjoy this song. I think I'm kind of in a similar camp to Jazz. I also prefer the other one. And that's not to say that this wasn't bad. I definitely enjoyed it a lot. I liked a lot of the like synth choices in this song. I think they did a really interesting job, and I'm curious to hear, because I don't believe we've heard the last subunit yet, so I'm excited to check that out. But I've enjoyed it. I think to me I'm very curious to hear like kind of the complexities of what they're going to be able to do. I think very similarly to my thoughts on Triple S, I feel like, you know, they've kind of got to me in a similar category of like, I'm always curious how like the moving parts kind of get put together. And I feel like with IDNTT, I'm kind of in that same thought process. But I really enjoyed it. I love like that there's a lot of cool like melodic techniques in this that I thought were cool. Like there is one section, I think in the second verse, that had like this really interesting chromatic descending run. I thought that was really interesting. I also thought like the way that the catchiness of the chorus, I think, really sticks out in the song. I like that you kind of get a cycle of the different members in this subunit, which I appreciate. I think Juho is his name. Was probably my favorite. He was the one who I think did the rap section. I thought he was great. I'm very excited to hopefully discern his voice. He sounds like he has a very discernible voice from this group. So I'm very excited to check out, you know, him and obviously the rest of IDNTT as a collective. But yeah, I enjoyed this. Very fun song, very quick. It is like right under that 2-3 minute mark, which is pretty cool. But I definitely enjoyed this. This was a good one. So very nice. Shout outs to Connie. I feel like I have to let my intrusive thought win, and I feel like to me, every time that I see that there's a group of like 24 members, I'm always just like, listen, if there is a Korean K-pop war, I'm definitely drafting Triple S and IDNTT, since they have like a collective of 50 people. So they would be an absolute squadron of people. So I just would like to point that out. That was my intrusive thought that was winning in my head, was like, wow, that's wild. Sarah says that's not a band, that's a classroom. That's true. Hari says toss in some NCT to go with that army. I was gonna say NCT is like a very close second. They do have an obscene amount of people, which is insane. So, but yeah, I feel like that would be, I don't know how they do it though. Like I genuinely, like, I would love to be a board person on like, and know why they decide to put all of these people together, which is wild. But shout out to the companies that do it. I don't know how you do it, but crazy. Sarah says, I think we all know I'm taking all of Boys Planet as backup. The ringleader for Boys Planet. We love it. All right, very cool. I'm gonna do Andy's next, because I feel like they were like pretty close to Connie in inputting, so I gotta keep it honest here. It looks like they have chosen Unethical Faouzia. Hopefully I've pronounced that correct. I know nothing. So I'm excited to check this out, because the name sounds interesting. Everything sounds interesting about it. So let's give it a spin. Andy says that she is a Moroccan Canadian singer. Ooh, very cool, very cool. Let's see. Uni says travel expenses must be crazy. I was gonna say, excuse me, I'd like to take a quarter of this airplane up with my K-pop group. That's anyway. Let's check it out.
Vertigo in your arms. 1 second you hate me, then it's false alarm. That's just what you always do every time. Watch me when I break and say it's paradise. Set my body aflame. Lock me up and close the door when it rains. Maybe it's my fault I put you up so high. Darling, I think you can make the devil cry. And I've been waiting for the sunset, waiting on a sorry, but you're never sorry, are you? No, you don't even care. How can you stand to watch while I'm breaking all my bones,
my fault, I can't walk away. Maybe I just thought you'd feel a little shame. Oh, I've been waiting for the sunset, waiting on a sorry, but you're never sorry, are you? No, you don't even care. How can you stand to watch while I'm breaking all my bones, trying to hold you close? Come on, right out my body, tearing off my skin just to let you in. Isn't it a bit unethical? Got me on my knees, have you any mercy every time you hurt me, baby? Tell me if I'm not giving you enough. If you ever love me, let me go. Let me go.
Those strings in the back.
I'll let you go when you let me go. And I've been waiting for the sunset, waiting on a sorry, but you're never sorry, are you? No, you don't even care. Can you stand to watch while I'm breaking all my bones, trying to hold you close? Come on, right out my body, tearing off my skin just to let you in. Isn't it a bit unethical? Got me on my knees, have you any mercy every time you hurt me, baby? Tell me if I'm not giving you enough. If you ever love me, let me go.
That cello in the back. Oh, beautiful. That was a gorgeous song. Oh wait, let's see.
Burn down just to see you in the lighting of the embers.
That ending is cool. That's so cool. Wow. All right, this was Faouzia and the song Unethical. Thank you, Andy, for the pick. Appreciate it. Let's see, a couple comments here. Kaylee says she's great, so good. Biscuit says she's amazing. Connie says, ooh, nice voice. Callis says pretty. Harmony says, oh wow. Callis says instantly going on the playlist. Let's go. Uni says, love her tone. Jess says so pretty. Sarah says she's incredible. Dang says I was half asleep, but not anymore. Hey, let's go. I don't know if that's a good thing. Hopefully you get to go to sleep, Dang. Absolutely love the strings. Jazz says, Kaylee says, funnily enough, Faouzia is actually my gateway into getting into music, which then led me to want to try K-pop. So I can thank her for starting my music rabbit hole. Hey, that's actually really sick. Meek says, love the vocal flips. I was gonna say the same thing. Very nice, very nice. It's cool. Wow, it's cool how people get introduced to different genres. So, love seeing that. Love seeing that. I don't believe that we have checked out any Faouzia on this channel, but she has earned herself a new subscriber in my book. Holy shit, her voice is so mesmerizing. I love like the vocal flips. I think like her tone, like the way she kind of just goes, the way that she sings in the song is just kind of it's just incredible. I think she just sings with like a lot of passion and a lot of emotion, and I think it is kind of the driving force in the song. But I'd also say that I love this song in the sense of the way that it builds. Like the first part of the song is like it's just her, like, you know, there's some like soft instrumentation, but it's mainly like you're fixated on her voice and like her tonality, which is great. You know, obviously a strong suit, you know, in this track. But I think as the song kind of builds and grows throughout the entirety, like the strings become more apparent, like her voice becomes stronger, and I just feel like it kind of snowballs and it just goes in like just such a great way. And I love hearing her emotion, like her dig deeper in the song. It feels like, even though I have not heard her sing before, that level of connection that you have with her voice, I think is really good and really intentional, and I think she does a phenomenal job of that. And then by the end of it, it just feels so like dynamically powerful. You got like these like, you know, choir bells, you've got like the strings, you've got like that deep cello and bass tone. Like it just kind of really sells that moment for you. And I love how everything kind of wraps up and just kind of, you know, crescendos out. And then you just kind of are left with like how hauntingly beautiful her voice is. So yeah, this was fantastic. I will definitely have to check out more of her music, because I was just like, this just keeps getting better and better. So I love it. Kaylee says, I might have to give you more since I haven't requested yet. Ooh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. That would be cool. All right. Well, we're going to keep it moving. The next one we've got is Eel, and is the Voice King performance. Very nice. I have liked Eel a lot recently thanks to Jazz. So I'm excited. So let's give her a listen. Give it a listen. I don't know why I said her. I guess I'm on the trend here. Music is her now. Yep. His and her. You can submit your second one, Dang. I'll throw you in first. I've got a few more.
뛰어가는 내 그림자 동그랗게 내버려진 나의 사랑이요. I can do nothing but I cry. 어쩌란 말이냐 이 아픈 가슴을. 어쩌란 말이냐 흩어진 이 마음을. 어쩌란 말이냐 이 아픈 가슴을.
Love that nylon and string guitar sound. Very cool.
근데 아이리 무대는 다 듣기가 너무 좋아. 그죠?
큰 그림에 하나 가득 눈물 고이면 세상 모든 슬픔이 내 가슴에 와닿고 내가 웃는 그 모습에 세상 기쁨 감길 때 내 가슴에 환한 빛이 따뜻하게 비쳤는데 안녕하며 돌아서 뛰어가는 내 뒷모습 동그랗게 내버려진 나의 사랑이여. I can do nothing but I cry. 어쩌란 말이냐 이 아픈 가슴을. 어쩌란 말이냐 흩어진 이 마음을. 어쩌란 말이냐 이 아픈 가슴을. 이 아픈 가슴을.
All right, very cool. This was Eel's Voice King performance. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Jazz, for the recommendation. Um, Jazz has recommended some Eel stuff to us before, and I've enjoyed a lot of it. It's been great. I think we did his. I know we did a album of his on an album stream, and I really enjoyed that. He has such a charismatic way of singing, and I feel like more specifically in this song, he was just singing with such emotion. Like you can see it in his face, like you can see it in the way that like his voice almost like warbles in certain aspects of the song in a good way. I think it's like you can tell he's trying to deliver a very emotional performance, and I definitely feel like it came across really strongly in this track. I also got to give shout outs to the live band. They did a phenomenal job. Like I said, I love the nylon string guitar, like guitar phrasing. I thought that was really beautiful, and it just felt like very natural. Like there wasn't like I feel like it was very unadulterated in the sense of like you just get to hear his voice and how like the way that he kind of commands the track. So I loved hearing that. But yeah, this was a phenomenal performance. I like I said, if I get any opportunity to check out Eel's music, then I'm stoked. But I thought this was really rad. So thank you, Jazz. Appreciate it. Jazz also said, I love his tone so much. Couldn't agree more. So beautiful stuff. I would expect more from Eel in the future. So I'll keep that loaded in the back of my head. So very cool. Very cool. The next one we've got is from NEXZ. They have chosen Ha Sung-woon, Tell the World. Hey, okay. Let's check it out.
그늘 가득한 표정의 pain. Each way you are, each way you are, it's beautiful. 소리 없이 날 스쳐가는 flame. Each day you are, each day you are, it's painful. 돌아보면 다 잠에 듯한 순간이었음을 외워.
Gorgeous track so far.
날 이끌어낸 the light inside. I always dive for you. 어둠 속에 밀려온 satellite. 어린 나를 그려둔 fantasy. 기억 속에 눈부신 어느 날. 그 안에 날 찾아 헤매이지. 상처뿐인 기억도 빛나 조금씩. 지쳐있던 매일도 You're the only. 감추고 싶던 내 안에 나. 마주본 날 Till the world I'm fine. Till the world I'm fine. Till the world I'm fine. 서툴기만 한 내 모습은 왜. Tell me who you are, tell me who you are, you let me go. 새롭길 바란 내 눈앞에 왜. Just the way you are, just the way you are, 날 이끌어줘. 잃어버린 건 늘 애틋한 기억 속의 아름다운 걸. 기다리기엔 just waste no time. I always want my youth. 어둠 속에
That's crazy. Holy shit. All right, this is Ha Sung-woon and the song Tell the World. Very nice. This was a gorgeous track. Wow. I love that. I love that. Everyone says Sung-woon. Andy says this one's so good. Connie says love his voice. Jazz says I love this one. Meek says I need this man to drop his next album. It's been over 1.5 years. That's fair. Wow, holy shit. That seems like, I will say, I don't think that that's a long time, but I also am fully aware that I did not grow up in the K-pop space, so I'm used to bands like taking like 3 to 4 years to release an album. So I pray that Sunghoon will listen to you and will release a record. So hopefully. Jazz says he is from 101, by the way. I do remember that. I know we will probably hopefully do whatever they have coming up. I don't know. I know that they're coming back, so I'll be keeping my eyes peeled, but I'm very excited. Uni says beautiful. And he says amazing. Let's go. Meek says he dropped an album 2 months after military discharge and then dipped and then dipped. Come back. Okay. That's fair. I get it. This was a gorgeous track. I from the moment it started, I was fully engrossed in the song. I think the production is wildly good. I love like the string plucking, the piano arpeggiation. There's like some really, again, great vocals sprinkled throughout this entire song. Like his voice is so cool. Like you have like these hi-hat trills that you would hear in like trap hip hop. Like it is wildly interesting, and I think to me it's like the song just continues to get more interesting. I think if I was to go back and listen to this again, there would be things that I would point out that I didn't notice first listen. And I think that's what I kind of love about like a song like this, where I'm like, I get kind of my first run through of like things that I'm like immediately come out to me as things that I'm like, ooh, this is interesting, or I like this. And then I imagine on the second listen, there will be things that I didn't notice first go around. Now I'm like, wow, this is really cool. I like this section, or I like this section. And I thought it was very interesting. I also got to give a shout out to his range. Holy shit. He's got an incredible range. I'm not really surprised because I feel like I genuinely have loved a lot of the 101 songs, but holy shit, there's like so much vocal range in this. There's some like power vocals. There's like some more subtleties to his voice in this song. I think you kind of get a good combination of those things in this track. So I loved it. I probably will go and listen to this one again because I'm just so curious to listen to it again for a second time. So I will have to I'll have to give this one some love again. But huge thanks and shout outs to Meeks. Thanks for recommending. This was great. Jazz says, literally, we get a sprinkle here and there with the OSTs, but would love an album. And Meek says this is going to be his album, but he wanted to have it fully focused on releasing on its own. That's fair. I'm excited. We'll have to check this out on an album stream. This would be really rad to check out. Especially, I'm curious conceptually what it kind of tracks at. But yeah, I'll have to check this one out on an album stream in the foreseeable future. So thank you, Meeks. Appreciate it. Very nice. We are keeping it moving because I would like to get to Dang's ASAP, but we are checking out Siori's Cinderella. We love Siori. Very excited. I was on a Siori binge for quite a bit, so I'm glad to see her name here on this list. So let's check out Cinderella. Hey, it's a Dingo freestyle. Let's go.
Here we go again. 지겨운 fairy tale feel 느끼지 않니? Happy ending. 행복한 게 말은 또 뭐야? 시작도 안 했는데 말이야. 집에 가서도 연락할게 darling. Happy Christmas. Let us know. 사랑 없이 또 배불러. 그냥 다 꺼져 let it go. 시계를 눌러줘. Let's sing with me, bibbidi bobbidi boo. I don't give a fuck. 눈처럼 내리는 my diamonds pearl. 보다가 빛나는 내 미소. 내 자리 first class 전부 다 비워둬. Haters gonna hate, I couldn't care less. I don't give a fuck. Tonight my sound is gonna bring a new. 그대로 헤엄치는 과시고. 지나간 슬픔은 전부 다 집어쳐. Singing your one and on. I don't give a fuck. Jumping high hill, it's turquoise ice with sneeze. Gotta keep it cool, be professional. 넘어져도 의사 이따 지켜서울어. 연결도 시작돼 그 lights. Let's sing with me, bibbidi bobbidi boo. I don't give a fuck. 눈처럼 내리는 my diamonds pearl. 보다가 빛나는 내 미소. 내 자리 first class 전부 다 비워둬. Haters gonna hate, I couldn't care less. I don't give a fuck. Tonight my sound is gonna bring a new. 그대로 헤엄치는 과시고. 지나간 슬픔은 전부 다 집어쳐. Singing your one and on. I don't give a. No one can stop me tonight. It's my time until the light. Don't think anymore tonight. It's slowing us down. I don't give a fuck. 눈처럼 내리는 my diamonds pearl. 보다가 빛나는 내 미소. Starting first class 전부 다 비워둬. Haters gonna hate, I couldn't care less. I don't give a fuck. Tonight my sound is gonna bring a new. 그대로 헤엄치는 과시. 지나간 슬픔은 전부 다 집어쳐. Singing your one and on. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I have to go into this new year with that same energy. Very cool. This was Siori's Cinderella. Thank you, No Santa, for a recommendation. I don't know if I checked this out on stream or if I checked this out in my free time, but I did check out this version on the Dingo freestyle channel. But I love Siori, and listen, I'll never give another opportunity to go check out her again. I love her music, so anytime she shows up on the requested, I love that. Uni says I definitely requested this one in the past. I think we did. I remember there was like a a stint of where we got a ton of Siori requests, which is great. She's incredible. Go check her out if you have not heard of her before. But I feel like there's just something. Listen, the way that she says "I don't give a fuck" in the song is just great. I feel like, to me, it like that is the energy I would like to carry with me in this 2026. Is that type of energy. But I love this song. I think it is like that perfect blend of like the way that I think that she expresses herself vocally, but also I feel like kind of pays a little bit of homage to a lot of like holiday songs. You know, it definitely has that sort of like holiday feel. The way that the stage is set up to also gives off that sort of inflection points as well. But and also chord wise, I think there was definitely some songs that they were kind of like in a similar sort of chord faction to like some holiday songs, which I think is cool. But this is a phenomenal song. I think there's just something about this that's very cathartic. So when I come and listen to the song, I feel the catharticness about the song. So I really enjoy this one. And like I said, any opportunity to listen to Siori on stream is a good opportunity. So love to see it. So Uni says, but it's so good. I'm happy to listen to it again and again. I agree. And No Santa says, my bad. No problem, No Santa. It's all good. We'll get you next time. All right, Biscuit, you are next. They have recommended 1OK Rock's Gravity Live. Very nice. Hey, let's go. We love 1OK Rock. So I'm down. Check it out.
it's the last time. Cause I don't want you here no more. Hey, you got me running back and being around the block. But I learned, I think, what to before. In my mind, there's a door. 傷ついて止まって泣いてはごまかしてた日々はもういらない私は臆病も一人がただ怖くてでも決めた進むって I'm holding on tight I'm not falling I'm not falling no more My feet won't touch the ground Your gravity will not keep me down I'm not falling no I'm not falling for you anymore 君の帰りを待つ私は本当は何を待ってたんだろうもう少しだけここにいていさせてと願う私はもうここにいない I'm not falling I'm not falling no more My feet won't touch the ground Your gravity will not keep me down I'm not falling no I'm not falling for you anymore It's not there 二人だって信じた私はバカだったって今はわかるよもう後悔はないよ You were track but it's over Wiser had a motor So I'm holding Never held them so tight I'm not falling no more My feet won't touch the ground Gravity will not keep me down I'm not falling no I'm not falling you anymore I'm not falling no more My feet won't touch the ground Your gravity will not keep me down I'm not falling no I'm not falling for you anymore
My man said, I'm gone. That's so sick. I love that. I love that. All right. Very cool. This was 1OK Rock's Gravity. Thank you, Biscuit, for recommendation. Very appreciate it. Connie says, I love this one. Biscuit says the original also features Satoshi Fujihara of the official Hiding Sim. Hopefully I pronunciated that correct. I love this. I feel like chat knows this about me. I do really love 1OK Rock. They're great. My partner also really loves 1OK Rock, so I've listened to a lot of their songs at this point, if not probably majority of them at this point. But their lead singer Taka is just incredible. I think he's got such a beautiful tonality to his voice, and there's some songs where I feel like he just absolutely just fucking smashes it out of the park. And I think this song, to me, I think relies a lot on the subtleties of his voice. Like, I think this one obviously has some moments where he, gets to pop off vocally, and I love to see that. But I like kind of like the tenderness of his voice. I think he's got this really interesting inflection point on his vocals where there's some songs where I feel like he is so reserved and he's so calculated in the way that he sings. And then there's in some cases where like especially going into more of the rock sound or like going a little, maybe even a little bit heavier. Like I love how he's got like that little bit of like vocal rasp and like tonality shift. And so I think he really, to me, in terms of like Japanese artists and Japanese singers, I feel like he's got such a wide base to work off of vocally that I'm always constantly impressed at like the delivery points that he gives. And especially considering that I imagine this is like one song in a, you know, a pretty decently sized playlist. I think it's incredible, and the way that he's kind of able to like, you know, again, concoct his voice in a really beautiful way. His band is incredible. The band itself is just incredible. One OK Rock's awesome. I loved like that little bit of like rhythm guitar and then switched over kind of a little bit to leads. I thought that was really cool. The drumming was incredible. Shout outs to their piano player who's doing the keys live. They did a phenomenal job too. It just, to me, like they just seem like such great performers, and they've really just dialed it in as the years have kind of gone on as artists. So it's cool to see them just kind of, again, continue to do what they do best. So this was a great live performance. Love to see it. So thank you, Biscuit, for the pick. Very cool. Connie said so good. Andy said so good. And Callus said, wow. Hey, let's go. Go check out One OK Rock if you have not. So very nice. Very nice. We're going to keep it moving. If you would like to get your second pick in, feel free to. We're going to start off with Dang's pick. They have chosen Wonho's Good Liar. So let's check this out. I'm excited. I have not listened to this, I believe. So let's give it a listen.
Oh no, I think I might be colorblind. I missed the red flags, all the warning signs. I see a phone light up the dead of night. I wonder what excuse you'll give this time. People love to talk in California, baby. Secrets don't stay secret very long. All of your I love yous taste like poison lately. You know that I'm so done. Hush now, baby, don't just say a word. Cause I know it's all nonsense that I've heard, and all your time is up. Watch me set this place on fire. I thought you were a good one, but you're just a good liar. La 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 la. Hope you're happy with your top pay. Don't want your back, I'm moving on, right click. They say the best friend fair, just making hits. Bet you're at karaoke singing like this. People love to talk in California, baby. Secrets don't stay secret very long. All of your I love yous taste like poison lately. You know that I'm so done. Hush now, baby, don't just say a word. Cause I know it's all nonsense that I've heard, and all your time is up. Watch me set this place on fire. I thought you were a good one, but you're just a good liar. La 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 la.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Cool. This was Wonho's Good Liar. Very, very cool. I thought this was very nice. I definitely enjoyed it. I have not listened to the title, which is If You Wanna, which I probably will have to check out at some point. This looks like it's off his first full album, Syndrome. Very nice. I did enjoy this. I feel like I've liked a lot of Wonho's stuffs, which is cool. I think this one was definitely catchy. I like kind of like the string plucking going on in the song. I definitely appreciate that a lot. I like kind of like, I think Kala mentioned like a spooky-ish sort of vibe. It's kind of got that spooky vibe. I agree. So I definitely appreciate that a ton. But his voice has gotten so much better. Not to say that his voice is bad, but I definitely feel like the catchiness of this song and like the way that his voice kind of moves throughout it is really good. The catchiness really, I think, kind of hits its peak isn't in the chorus. I think that's, obviously a focal point of this track. So I love that. And I was also surprised this song's in all English, which I don't know if the rest of the album is or not, but that's pretty interesting. I feel like to me, I feel like he's had a good mix of both. So that's interesting to have a song that is not a title track have like mostly English, though I think his English is very good from what I remember. So I'm not surprised, but this was good. I liked it. Like I said, I'll have to check out the full album at some point. But I will also have to check out the title track at some point so we can give this bad boy a listen. But very nice, very nice. Yeah, I don't think I got really anything else. I almost typically make a comment about how we are legitimately birthday buddies, which is so wild to me. So Ding says the song is stuck in my head. That's fair. Catchy song, love it. Biscuit says yeah, mostly English and has been taking a lot of vocal lessons. Very cool, very cool. Harmony says the rumor is he worked as a translator or something akin to that in his service. A good few of his recent songs have been in English. Oh, wow. That is cool. That is cool. Dang, thanks for hanging. I hope we can catch you on an album stream in the foreseeable future. So let me know. I will be streaming Saturday, so we can plan it out. Because I feel guilty about it. So very cool. Very cool. All right. We'll keep it moving on from my my birthday brother. We are keeping it moving with another Faouzia song KIIKII has chosen. This is You Don't Even Know. So I'm excited. I enjoyed it. I have enjoyed her music so far. So I'm excited to check out more. I might take the rabbit hole deep dive. So let's check her out again.
I walk into a crowded room. Everybody's staring. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Oh,
A low
you see
tone.
what you wanna see.
So good.
But you don't even know me. What did I do now? What did I do now? He said, she said, over it. You're acting like you're brilliant, but you don't know. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know a thing at all. You don't know about the way I am when I am alone.
Wow.
You don't even know the way I care, the way I've grown. You don't know about the way you love so deeply to my bones. You don't even know me. Whoa. I walk it off and brush away everything you say, 'cause I don't care at all. I don't care at all. He said, she said, over it. You're acting like you're brilliant, but you don't know. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know
Wow. That's insane. Wow. All right. Thank you, Kaylee, for another great one. We'd love to see it. Kaylee says, I loved her ship versions of her songs just as much as the original. Andy says this is a good one too. Harmony says her voice is so rich. I would also agree. And Kaylee says she has amazing vocal control, often adds some traditional Moroccan singing to her styles. Very nice. Yeah. Everyone says that's great. Connie says that was beautiful. I think I think Harmony absolutely nailed it. I love the richness in her voice, and I think the section where she's kind of doing like that low like bass tone to her voice and then hits like a good mid-range tone, and then she gets into that like higher head voice, like falsetto tone, is just so gorgeous. I just loved hearing how she kind of just effortlessly just kind of makes her way through this song. And even getting into like that higher register that's maybe even like kind of like on the top end of her head voice or like borderline falsetto, she just has such a like commanding style to her voice that I think you just can't help but just say like, oh my God, like like I feel like I could give so much commentary about her voice, but just like her being so locked in and so like you knew she was fucking singing about something that meant something to her. You know what I mean? And like, I don't want to even say it in the sense of like, I can literally just see her like she's playing the piano with one hand and she is fucking putting her fingers up and like pointing at the camera. Like, I think some people might think that might be like just a little bit of like showmanship or whatever, but I genuinely believe that like it seems like it's something that she's singing from her heart or something that she's, been a part of or experienced. And so I don't feel like you can really, I don't feel like you could trade that in for something like other than something that, she's experienced for herself and has been a part of. So it was really gorgeous. Like I said, her voice has been the past two recommendations have been great from Faouzia, and I will absolutely have to give her some more love because I definitely enjoyed this a lot, and I just loved her tone. Like her tone is just so good. So this was incredible. So again, thank you to Kaylee as well as Andy for the picks with Faouzia. She's awesome. So love to see it. All right, we'll keep it moving. The next one we've got is Connie's pick. They have chosen Nico Ruiz, and this is Que le vamos a hacer. So very nice. All right, let's check it out. Hopefully my Spanish was not terrible. I have taken very remedial Spanish, so I hope it was on point.
Fuiste un amor incomparable, la mejor canción que he escrito. Una melodía inolvidable para mi corazón. Ay, fuiste una pena disfrutable como una adicción. Y aunque me duela dejarte, no me dejas opción. Prefiero esta soledad, respirar en paz, que ser un lindo recuerdo en tu cajón, en una foto a la mitad. Ay, prefiero esta soledad que dañarnos más, si en el fondo ya sabemos la verdad sobre ti, sobre mí. ¿Qué le vamos a hacer? No voy a cambiar. Aunque me pegue un tiro, no vas a cambiar. Aunque volviera a nacer, no voy a cambiar. Aunque me pegue un tiro, no
Lo intentamos tantas veces, fueron horas, días, meses. Lo que para uno era importante, para el otro estupideces. Y no se puede amar así. Así que no, ay, yo no me arrepiento de nada. Si mi forma de quererte no bastaba, como que algo nos faltaba, como que algo se rompió. Prefiero esta soledad, respirar en paz, de ser un lindo recuerdo en tu cajón, en una foto a la mitad. Ay, prefiero esta soledad que dañarnos más. Si en el fondo ya sabemos la verdad sobre ti, sobre mí, ¿qué le vamos a hacer?
No voy a cambiar,
Aunque me pegue un tiro,
no vas a cambiar.
aunque volviera a nacer,
No voy a cambiar,
aunque me pegue un tiro,
vamos a cambiar.
¿qué le vamos a hacer?
I guess the guitar is awesome.
Ay, prefiero esta soledad que dañarnos más. Si en el fondo ya sabemos la verdad sobre ti, sobre mí, ¿qué le vamos a hacer?
Voy a cambiar,
Aunque me pegue un tiro,
vas a cambiar.
aunque volviera a nacer,
Voy a cambiar,
aunque me pegue un tiro,
vamos a cambiar.
¿qué le vamos a hacer? ¿Qué le vamos a hacer?
Vamos a cambiar,
¿Qué le vamos a hacer? ¿Qué le vamos a hacer?
vamos a cambiar.
¿Qué le vamos a hacer?
Hey, let's go. All right. This was Nico Ruiz in their song Que la vamos a hacer. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Connie. Let's see. Connie says he is a Chilean singer that has become famous because he participated on The Voice Chile. Very nice. Very nice. They also said, I love his voice. On TikTok, he became famous for singing Elvis and Frank Sinatra. He is 25 years old. Very nice. Very nice. Cal says, that little bit of grit is addicting. I agree. I did really love his gritty tone. Harvey says his voice sounds intimate. I can't think of any better way to say it. That's true. He also sang for Miss Universe 2024. Uni says giving me a little bit of Michael Bublé with that voice. I could see that. I could see that. I also agree, Harvey. I was trying to figure out the best way to describe his tone. I feel like it was funny because Connie, the immediate thought that I was like, he definitely has, like, especially on like his lower end of his tone, reminds me a lot of like Frank Sinatra, but like his mid-range tone reminds me a lot of like Elvis in some ways. So it's cool to hear that. I also hear the Michael Bublé as well, with like more grit to his tone. But he's got a fantastic voice. Like I feel like his voice is very addicting. He has such a like beautiful, like low to mid-range tone to his voice that I just feel like is just so palpable. Like there's just something about his voice that I'm just like, ooh, like it just hits. Like it just got the tone, the grit, like his delivery. Like I also feel like the way that he presents his voice, I think comes in very strong in his voice. But I also love that this song also has like a good bit where he kind of doesn't rely on that grit as much and kind of cleans up his tone, and he's got such a smooth, like buttery sort of mid tone that I really love too as well. So it's really cool to kind of see like the different variations of his tone and how like unique he is. I would imagine he had done I would hope that he had done very well on The Voice, just because I feel like his voice, in my opinion, I feel like is so like engaging. There's just something about his voice that I was just like really just sitting here and enjoying it and like really kind of savoring how his tone um kind of perfumes the song in a really beautiful way. Shout outs to also the backing band that helped him perform this song. I really love it. I love the kind of like Spanish sort of influence. I love like the nylon string guitar. You get to hear that. I feel like that is very common in that stylistic choice of music, which is beautiful. A lot of jazz chords, which I'm definitely here for. But yeah, it just got like a very like it's just got a very beautiful tone, and like I said, his voice just it was absolutely stunning. So would love to listen to more of him. I'm sure we'll get some in the foreseeable future, but um man, he was great. I definitely enjoyed this one a lot. So this is awesome. So thank you, Connie. Appreciate it. Hopefully he is doing Chile proud for you. It seems like he is, so that's good to see. So Connie says glad you like his voice. I do. So very nice, very nice. All right. We shall keep it schmoving. The next one we've got is Gunky's pick. They have chosen Hein's Money and Opa. Very nice, very nice. Let's check it out. Gunky says Hien is performing a cover combining the songs Money and Opa by the singer Wax. This is a rock version. She performed this one on the Song Stealer show. Yes, I think we did. I know we did check out a video recently of that. So very cool. I'm excited. That was the A-Pink video. I think we checked her out. So very nice. Let's keep it rolling. I don't even know what to say. This was so sick. All right, this was Hien covering Money and Opa by Wax originally. She is a ballad singer. That is wild. Holy shit. She is such a phenomenal singer. Like I don't know why she hasn't started like a rock project. Oh my god, I'm so flustered. I have no idea. This was awesome. I loved the others. I loved when we checked her out with A-Pink. That was great. But man, she's got such a vibrato. She's got like again like grit to her voice that's just so awesome. Like the literally this last section before they like obviously cut over to that, just like her singing in a falsetto tone, I got like goosebumps. Like it was, her voice is so fucking good. Like I'm shocked. This was so wild. And like I said, I haven't heard the originals from the singer, but like I feel like it almost jades my opinion of like the original song. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not to throw any shade against Wax. I'm sure they're a phenomenal artist. I just feel like whenever I hear someone just absolutely fucking nuke like a song like this, like and having the songs like mashed up and still like absolutely crushing them, it makes me think about like how it compares to the original, and if it would even if my thoughts and opinions of the song might be jaded because of listening to this cover. Wow. I think that this cover really takes to the account of like I feel like this really takes into account that like, you know, when you really make a song your own, right? Like I think to me it just further cements that ability or that skill that, you know, there is such a plethora of phenomenal artists out there that just like are insane. You know what I mean? And like sometimes like doing something like this will like, you know, put them in a position to be seen by other people. So I hope that she does well for herself. Obviously, she's an amazing singer on her own, but I hope that this just kind of helps as a catalyst to get her name more familiarized with people, because she's, damn, she is such a phenomenal artist. So great pick, Gunky. I love it. Biscuit says Hien is so great. Gunky says I would love to see her with a rock band. I agree. Gunky says Hien is an amazing singer. Her favorite idol is Ailey. Hey, very nice. She took a lot from her and has done plenty of Ailey covers. Very nice. She is 27 and finished third on Superstar K in 2016. Hey, let's go. Shout out to Heen. She's awesome. So very cool. We're gonna keep it moving. Andy has the next one. They have chosen Whim. Just what I need, snacks and and wine. Interesting. I have no idea what this is. It sounds like a sit down video. You know, I feel like it's this is interesting, but let's check it out. Oh, the song is called Snacks and Wine. Okay. Ooh, I know HYBS. They're sick.
Till my feet don't touch the ground, you get me high. Life's so much better when you're around. Come on, let's ride. I know a place we could go downtown. Just for the night, I will let you down. Ooh, I think I'm falling in love. I'm really, really in love with you. I'll be whatever you want. I'm ready to give my all. Tell me, baby, if you feel like spending some time, I'll bring some snacks and some wine for you. Girl, we live in a perfect world. Is it a crime? You become more that I think about. Got hypnotized. A bark like a dog and a chase like a hound. Give me a sign, then I can show you what it's all about. Come on, let's ride together. Ooh, I think I'm falling in love. I'm really, really in love with you. I'll be whatever you want. I'm ready to give my all. Tell me, baby, if you feel like spending some time, I'll bring some snacks and some wine for you. Girl, you live in a perfect world. Ooh, I give you my all. Baby, my love's never getting cold. Ooh, I give you my all. It's you and I forever. Take my heart, it's now or never. I think I'm falling in love. I'm really, really in love with you. I'll be whatever you want. I'm ready to give my all. Tell me, baby, if you feel like spending some time, I'll bring some snacks and some wine for you. Girl, you live in a perfect world. Girl, we live in a perfect world.
Wow. This is sick. Definitely up my alley for sure. All right, very cool. This was Whim's Snacks and Wine. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Andy. let's see. Andy says he is a Thai singer and actor. He was a member of the duo HYBS before going solo. I did listen to a ton of HYBS. Um, I listened to them pretty regularly, so I had no idea that they broke up. So this is news to me. But I did listen to a lot of them. So I did not know who I've never seen what they've looked like. I've really only listened to them on like streaming. But I'm sad that they broke up. That's rough. That's rough. I really enjoyed that group. So, but I'm glad that he is still making music. That's awesome. And this is 100% up my alley. It's got like that real, again, kind of like jazzy, fun, like good vibes. You know what I mean? Like I definitely feel like I'm in the same lane as Jazz's comment. Great vibes. Just really, really well put together. His voice is incredible. The chorus of the song is super catchy. And I like his tone. Like I liked his tone in HYBS, but I feel like with this one, he's kind of able to do that. Like, and I hate to make the comparison, but like it's kind of in a similar lane to why I really love like Silk Song with Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. Like I feel like that kind of like tonality is something that I always like resonate with, just because I like a lot of my earlier formative years playing guitar was centered around like jazz music and jazz composition. So I feel like this is taking it and like making it seem more, I guess, approachable and like more poppy. Like it's kind of got like a jazz pop vibe, which is great. But his voice just kind of carries the song in such a really gorgeous way, and I like the different variations of his tone. I feel like you get kind of a good hodgepodge of like his like mid-range tone, but then you get a bit of his like falsetto tone, which I love to hear. So it was really cool. I enjoyed this a lot. Like I said, real sad that HYBS is no longer a group. But I will have to check out Wim now that I know. So thanks for keeping me informed, Andy. I appreciate unintentionally, but great stuff. So very cool. We're gonna keep it moving. I've got quite a few more left, so I'm gonna try to get through the rest of these here. Kala has recommended Wasia hopefully I've pronounced that correct. Wasia Project Impossible. So I have no idea what this is, as per usual, but let's check it out. Kala says this was one of my most listened to songs last year. I adore them so much. Ooh, they're an English pop duo. No says I could add more if you want. I mean, if you haven't gotten yours in, No Santa, I will do yours. You're right, Sarah. I don't need sleep. You're right. Sleep is for the weak. And I'm so weak.
Sinking, sinking slowly, sinking down, can't hold my breath, sinking out of your respect, drifting, drifting free.
right. This was the Wasia project and their song Impossible. Very nice. Very awesome. Thank you, Calla, for the pick. Listen, I don't wanna hype Chad up, but I'm gonna y'all got impeccable taste. So love to see it. Love to see it. Calla says the guy on the other side, the guy on the piano is the other half of the duo. They are siblings. Oh, that is so cool. Very interesting. This was phenomenal. I was gonna comment on what Jazz said because Jazz basically took the words out of my mouth. They said so good. The sax really pulled it all together. I think this was. First of all, I think the arrangement of the song was incredible. I like how it starts off. Again, I think the build in this song was really important. I think, not to say that the end result wouldn't have hit the same way, but I do appreciate like the complexity of it. You know what I mean? Like there's something really special about like how the piano is arranged in this song. Like the bass work and the drumming are so like locked in terms of keeping the rhythm of the song going. But there's a lot of like interchanging parts, like the vocals kind of come in, the saxophone kind of adds as like a second vocalist into this song, which I think is incredible. Shout outs to whoever was doing the saxophone in this video. They are incredible, so shout outs to them. But it was just such I think truly once that sax part came in, and like I would say maybe about the midway point of the song, it just to me felt like it kind of took a tonal shift, which is cool. And then as well as that, like a lot of the things like alternated in the song. Like there's a lot of cool like rhythm changes. I liked like the piano slide, and then you get kind of like a little bit of a bass riff, and then there was like a different like change in the drumming pattern, which I thought was really incredible. There's a lot of cool things that almost felt like domino effect, in the sense of like one thing happened, then like after that something else changed in the song, and then later on something else changed in the song. It was really cool to see that, and I think to me that's what like it just kept the song more intriguing and more interesting to listen to, and just get really really involved with. So I loved hearing that. But yeah, overall I thought this was a phenomenal song. I have not heard of the Wasia project, so I will have to give them some love in the future, because I definitely loved what they were doing here. So Biscuit said so good. I've heard a couple of their songs, but not this. Ooh, okay. Jazz says straight to the playlist. Gunky said so good. Very nice. Andy said amazing. So yeah, y'all got great taste. So very cool. Keeping the cool shit moving. The next one we've got is Harmony. They have chosen Fill It Up with another Lucy live video. So we're keeping on with the train. We love to see it. It has been such a good vibe tonight. I love it. So all right, let's keep it moving with some more Lucy.
뒤돌아보면 온통 모든 날 신호길 말고 나란게 같아. 언제까지 길을 헤매고 흩어져 있는 걸 쫓아가야 해. Take a make you feel we say country 버전에는 거의 똑같이 앞 사람 비만 따라 다녔구나. They can make you feel better. We'll say country 버전에는 I got you 웃음살 사랑하고 싶은 대로 채워.
All right. This was another Lucy performance. Love to see it. I feel like I feel like subconsciously Harmony's trying to tell me, like a parent, that you will not miss this opportunity to see Lucy again when they come to the US. And I'm message received. I just wanted to, um I feel like, listen, I'm being punished here. No, I love Lucy. No disrespect to Harvey. I love them too, but I I feel like it's personal. No, but I really love this. I think, to me, uh what I've learned is that I will be more intelligent in terms of when they come back to town, which hopefully it's this year, 2026 manifest, um, I would love to see them live. I feel like they put on such a performance. I think, to me, I appreciate the level of dedication, not only I think to their musical craft, but also to the extent of just performing live. Like, I think they have such a great, you can tell that they have such a great time performing live. And I think also, like, the way that they kind of display themselves in terms of a live perspective is just so incredible. I love seeing it. I think to me it just it's just so cool to see, and like how dedicated and how in the weeds they are about their performance. So I love seeing that, and I appreciate that so much. The vocals on this are incredible. I love the violin solo in this. I feel like they're always incredible, but I feel like this one was probably one of my favorite ones that I've seen in terms of the live performance from Lucy so far. It just was so commanding. I think I just couldn't help but just have like my mouth agaped, and just was just so shocked by the performance, which is, I feel like, to be as expected from Lucy. But very excited. Like I said, hopefully they will hear my cry of seeing them live this year. So yeah, Lucy, if you're watching this, please, for the love of God, come to the United States. Thank you, so I can heal my wound. So, oh my God, Hallis has got to keep the wound fresh. Oh boy. Harry said LOL to my comment. Kaylee says they perform. They do perform. I love to see it. I would expect nothing less from them, honestly. Harvey says the Boogeyman stage mix is insane. Sarah says, Lucy, if you're watching this, please, in all caps, yes, for the love of God, I'm just gonna keep getting bullied by watching Lucy videos, which is totally not a bad thing, and I definitely like that. But it would be great if you also came to the United States so I could see you perform live, so I can have this omen taken away from me. So, okay, that was my terrible pitch for Lucy. Thank you. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. All right, we're keeping it moving. We've got some more. Jazz has recommended Ilhan, and the song is Country. Now, I'm always scared when I get a Jazz pick because either it's going to be amazing or I'm going to cry. And I feel like, or it's going to be amazing and I am going to cry. So we're going to find out if that's true. Check it out. Oh no. No. They're not gonna hang this man.
Мен сенің мінезіңді жақсы білемін, тез өкпелеп қала беретін, жақсы көріп тұрып мені тез жек көретін. Сен де білесің мінезімді мен, бірге кешіре салатын жерің маңдайыңа жазып қойған мен сенің ерің қоштасқан екі кеше ғана кездесіп қалдық тап жаңа танымай ғана салдың бәле араратың болмағандай сен мені мүлде сүймегендей кездесуге бармағандай жанымнан жылдам өтіп кеттің көз ілмедің мән бермедің өзіңді есе сүйіп қалдым жол үшін мен де зормаймындай бап бап бараппай бап бап бараппай бәрін бағалаймын жоқта да сен барда да сен кете сала алмаймын сен жанымда қалма десең уайымдама сені шын сүймесем таңдамасем жаным сен маған жақсы жар бұл лайық күйеу боп берейін сенімен қартайған шағымды да өткерейін тағы жолығайық ер кезегі үшке дейін кейде төртке дейін қоштасқан екі кеше ғана кездесіп қалдық тап жаңа танымай ғана салдың бәле араратың болмағандай сен мені мүлде сүймегендей кездесуге бармағандай жанымнан жылдам өтіп кеттің көз ілмедің мән бермедің өзіңді есе сүйіп қалдым жол үшін мен де зормаймындай бап бап бараппай
Okay. All right. This is Elon and the song is Country. Very interesting, very interesting. This was I love how like the end of the song it was just like listen, they did some things around the campfire and they fell in love apparently. Wait, they shot a wolf, then they fell in love, and then she was like, "You know what? You're not a criminal." And then burns the thing, and then they get married or something. I don't know. Something happens. Very interesting. Very, very unique storyline. So some comments here. Sarah says, "I think he wants to hang out." Cal says, "Not the scream. The Wilhelm scream. The Wilhelm scream." Everyone said the Wilhelm scream. Nice. I love to see it. Jazz says don't ask IDK either. That's fair. That's fair. Alex, hello. Thanks for hanging. I liked it. I thought it was enjoyable. Like I said, I honestly didn't know where the storyline was going, but that's besides the point. Song was very fun. I think his voice was very unique too. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, I think if the only thing I didn't like was I felt like the storyline just went from like 0 to 100 real quick, but beyond that, wasn't a bad song. So, enjoyed it. So, I think that's a good takeaway. Very nice, very nice. All right, we shall keep it moving. The next one we've got is 2Z, and the song is Dizzy. So, let's check it out. I think this is the new song. I knew that I believe I know that they had a comeback recently, so I think we should check it out. Let's give it a listen. Yeah. 6th anniversary single. Okay. Thank you, Sarah.
한다면 그럼 난 또 웃고 말지 6년 넘게 지켜줘왔던 공식 그래도 좋았어 세상은 내게 뭐라 했어도 네가 괜찮다면 괜찮아 넌 정해진 답인 거니까 아찔해 너를 만날 때마다 감기가 심해져 열이 뜨거웠던 그날 밤처럼 그래 아찔해 네가 떠날 때마다 공기가 없어 용기가 없어 찌래 후회가 뭐냐 물어본다면 지금이라고 웃고 말지 6년 넘게 숨겨왔었던 진실 참 바보 같았어 네가 사랑에 다쳐 울어도 내가 괜찮다면 괜찮아 난 정해진 네 편이니까 아 baby 네가 아플 때마다 숨죽여 기대봐 편히 쉴 수 있게 지난 날처럼 And I'll be there You're gonna make me I'll be there 순간을 믿어 영원을 믿어 I'll be there You 참이자 끝인 너를 향할 때 And you 변하지 않는 맘이야 너와 함께 시간을 넘어 이제 데려갈게 꿈속에도 상상 못할 세상으로 아찔해 너를 만날 때마다 감기가 심해져 열이 뜨거웠던 그날 밤처럼 그래 아찔해 네가 떠날 때마다 공기가 없어 용기가 없어 찌래
Nice. Nice. All right. This was 2Z's song Dizzy. Very nice. Thank you, Sarah. They said, let's see, a couple comments from Sarah. This is their 6th anniversary single. This is also the first release with their newest guitarist, Nuwa. Very nice. I enjoyed this a lot. It's been, I feel like, a little bit of a hot minute since we covered 2Z. But I thought this was incredible. I think with each release, I feel like they have gotten better and better. Like, I really enjoyed this one a lot because I think not only I think their guitarist being new to the group, I think adds a new like flavoring to their music, which is great. I think his guitar work was really phenomenal actually in this song. But I also really loved the combination between their keyboardist and their vocalist. I feel like there's a lot more like back and forth. There's some good harmony choices in the mix with this one, which I've really loved. And I feel like maybe with past 2Z songs, I didn't feel as much of that emphasis on that. So I loved hearing that more at the forefront of this track, which was really incredible. Chorus is really catchy, really memorable. I think it's got like some of the strongest points of this song, in my opinion. So I really love that. The bridge was also really incredible in this track as well too. I thought that was really, really well orchestrated too. But yeah, the combination of instrumentation in the song was really good. And I liked that about 2Z previously, but I feel like they've really fine-tuned it. The drumming sounded really tight in the song. The bass work was really beautiful. Like I said, in that probably my favorite sections were like the pre-chorus for the bass. I thought those were really good. Keyboard was incredible as well. I think there's a good mix of it throughout the entire song. And I also think it's incredible that there's like some great keys and vocals to be added into the mix. I think that's awesome. But yeah, I'm always excited to listen what 2Z has to come out. I this did pop up on my feed, I believe either yesterday, or maybe the day before, but it looks like it came out a day ago on the 13th. So, but I know I saw something about this popping up. Maybe it came up in Discord, but I was very excited to check this one out. So I'm glad. I'm not surprised, but I'm glad that Sarah recommended it. So Sarah says they're incredible. They're even better live. I'm sure. They definitely. I feel like a lot of K bands seem to be in that sort of category of like their music's really good in their like discography, but like they really shine in terms of the live aspect, which is no surprise. I feel like live, especially for K bands, I feel like are always well orchestrated. So very cool. Sarah says, "I'm predictable. What can I say? Hey, listen, it's fine. I'll take some level of predictability." So very nice. We're gonna move it on to NEXZ again. They have chosen Sunun's "Fix My Makeup," which is a cover. Ooh, okay. Check it out. Very nice, very nice. All right, this was Sunun's cover of "Fix My Makeup." Very nice. Thank you, NEXZ, for the recommendation. This was gorgeous. I feel like I've found a newfound respect for Sunun. Not that I didn't before, but I feel like to kind of get like the tail ends of both sides of the fence, like he did the ballad obviously just now, and obviously doing his a original song to him, I think is cool to see the variation in his voice. Like I think it's so incredible to kind of again get that balance of the two. And obviously he's just showing off his range. I think he's got an incredible vocal range. I think there was such an emotional delivery to the way that he sings this song. I have not heard the original from Wax, but I feel like you can just tell, especially like the way that he sings and the way that he conveys himself in the music, it just feels very real and very true. And so I really love kind of the emotionality that he brings to the song. Even though I'm not familiar with it, I feel like I felt a lot of the things that he was, singing in this song. So I love that. And I also appreciate kind of the instrumentation. You just had like this really beautiful guitar, and then obviously later on you have the piano and the guitar mixed together, which is incredible. But like his voice has such a power and such a delivery to it that I think like as much as those elements, both the guitar and the piano, were incredible, I do feel like the main focus, and obviously for good reason, is his voice. It really stands out. It really punches through the mix of the song, and I think again it fills you with unbridled emotion. So great cover. I would love to listen to the original. I'll probably check out a lot of the Wax originals since we have listened to like 3 Wax songs tonight, so I'll have to give them some love. But this was phenomenal. So Meek said that his emotionality is so good. I think that's why he gets OST gigs every year. That I'm not surprised, genuinely. I think he does. Like I said, he has such a great way of conveying his emotions in the music. So I'm not really surprised that he decided to do that. So incredible work. Thank you for the pick, Meeks. Appreciate it. So very nice. We've got 2 tunes. They have recommended Enie's Wish, which I know they love Enie, so we'll have to check that out. No Santa, if you have one, send it in because I'll probably close it out with you. If you don't have one, that's fine. I'll close it out with Biscuit. But I figured I'd let you know if you're still here. So, all right, let's check out Enie-san.
I and I, the winner magic. Make a wish tonight. Let's go.
길이 가까약君の目映るの誰
しててもいつだってこの気持ちに嘘はないどこにいるの探しても見つからない、隠れてないでおいでよね一番星になるよ Alright 風が吹くたび考える僕ができること君のもとへ I'm coming now 愛を奏でよ I want your smile Can you light it up 大切で愛しい瞬間
鳴り響くカウントダウン数えてつなごう Dreaming
Make a wish 合わせてよ両手じゃ足りない奇跡が待ってるメロディ込めた希望このままずっと You and I Together Happy Holiday 浮き足立つ街まるでに目に前にもう呪文のように
So high right now feeling so bright
肩寄せて歩いていこう yeah 今日は It's so special day yeah そっと時計の針を止めて静かなこの夜に溶けて Take off 君となら always happiness 奇跡のような日をたたえよ Let's shine 鳴り響く鐘 I want your smile Can't let it go 未来へ続いていく Yeah 一つになろう Come on Make a wish come true 誓うよ Look up to the sky tonight 11の願いをメロディ込めた希望そこの瞬間のプレスシー So shiny 積もる I wish 小さな幸せを分け合って笑おう奇跡秘めたスノー
The one that keep close to my
降り
heart
注ぐ sign this world Keep on dreaming Make a wish come true 誓うよ Look up to the sky tonight 11の願いをメロディ込めた希望そこの瞬間のプレスシー So shiny 積もる I wish I wish I wish
Oh, very sweet. All right. This was Enie and their song Wish. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Choo Choo Tunes, for the recommendation. I've enjoyed a lot of the Enie stuff. This one I assume is like a holiday song, which is nice. I love that. Getting some holiday songs. Just before I probably would check them out later this year. But I really enjoyed this. I think this was cool. I've enjoyed a lot of the Enie songs before this one, but I love like the different vocal variations of the song. Obviously, it looks like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 members. And I felt like I said, I think there was a good smattering of all the members in the song. Like I felt like there was good moments between all of them. There was definitely some people that stuck out to me a little bit more in this song. I would say, let me see if I can get like a good shot of all of them together or a little bit closer. I did like this vocalist of Enie. I don't know any of the members, unfortunately, name wise. But I loved his voice. I felt like he was definitely one of the more standout members to me. I also loved the way that they kind of orchestrated a lot of the bass tones. I think they have two members that definitely have more, bass resonance to their voice. And I think there's a good mix of them throughout where like you kind of get that low end tone from their voice, which is cool. So I think that was incredible. And I think they arranged that really, really well, all things considered. But yeah, I enjoyed the song a lot. I feel like I said, I've been enjoying a lot of the Enie songs. So I know 22 Tunes has been recommending pretty much all of them at this point, so excited to check out more in the future. But this was a great holiday song, and I feel like it highlighted Enie very well. So enjoy this a lot. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, we're going to move it on to the last one. Biscuit has Kon Bad Liar on Veiled Musicians with Jong Dong Myeon, Iron Voice, and Tap Dong Rockadu. So very nice. Oh, KIIKII, did you not have a second pick? You had the Faouzia. Did you not? Oh, wait. Okay. Holy shit. I'll do yours, KIIKII. Sorry. I didn't even see. I was like, I thought you were still within the first one. So yeah, I'll do the second one. That's cool. I'm down for that. Sorry. Apologies. It's getting back on the horse here. Biscuit said this performance on a show Kon was a judge on in a round singing with contestants. It's a Kon song that members Hyungwon wrote, and the winner got to release as a duet version. Ooh. Okay. Very excited. Let's check it out.
스탠드 마이크. 멋있다.
흘러가는 순간들 속에 의미 없이 dwell on the past. 넘쳐 흐른 feeling the sorrow. 고이 모아 절벽에 throw. 깊이 파고들어가시. Touch my heart feeling keeps on banging on. When you go away and there's 다시 돌아가려 한다면 I say no and when baby I am such a bad liar. You know I feel it in my bones. I'm walking on a wire. I know I'm losing all control. 더 빠져들어. 일기 속에 갇힌 그대여 너 지나간 지 오래된 페이지 덮어두던 추억의 말로 Thinking about the love that we had 깊이 파고들어 가시 다시 my heart feeling keeps on begging on But when you go ahead and ask 다시 돌아가려 한다면 I say no and let But baby I am such a bad liar. You know I'm feeling in my bones. I'm walking on a wire. You know I'm feeling in my bones. I'm walking on a wire. 널 향한 마음이 over. Keep singing over and over. liar. You know I feel it in my bones. Yeah I'm a bad. Such a bad liar. 수많은 빈틈 속에 감춰 my light on my heart. 눈을 감아 가려보려 해도 들려오는 너의 짙어진 매 Say no and let But baby I am such a man. Liar, you know I feel it in my bones. I'm walking on a wire. I know nothing I control. 빠져들어 나의 마음이 속에 Keep saying no, but I'm up there. Liar, you know I feel it in my bones. Yeah, I'm
Wow. All right. Thank you, Biscuit, for this. This is Kian's Bad Liar on the Veiled Musicians show. Very nice. Very nice. Concept seems really cool. I like that. It kind of is like the opposite of like the voice, where like you obviously can see what, not actually what they look like, but just kind of like a veiled image of them, which explains the name of the show. But really cool. They're both phenomenal vocalists. I genuinely hope that they are both have done well. I would imagine only one of them made it through, if I had to guess. But this was a great song. At the right of being maybe a little bit misguided. As much as y'all know, I love Kian. I honestly feel like, you know, he came in certain parts of the song, but like the main focal point was the other two vocalists, and they absolutely fucking smashed it. They were so good. They both were phenomenal. Like, I love the guy on the right. He's got like a great kind of like raspy tone, but also had like a phenomenal like mid-range tone. And the woman on the left had like, oh, she had some really high register like range at the top end, but also again added some really good like harmonies to Kian, and vice versa with the other guy. But they were both phenomenal vocalists, so kudos to both of them. I think they did a great job. But holy shit, this is great. I feel like Kian almost took a little bit of a backseat in the song, and that's not to discount his talent. I think he's extremely talented vocalist. I love him to death. But I feel like if I'm talking purely based off of vocal talent, they were both also phenomenal. So, I feel like that speaks. I feel like that speaks for the level of talent there, certainly, and I would think that most of the judges were in agreement on that. So, that was awesome. Great show. I'll have to check out some other episodes of that, but that was awesome. So, Biscuit said Iron Voice won that round. Very nice. She did kill it. And Biscuit says yes, they were both amazing. I would agree. That was awesome. So, cool concept again. Loved how it was put together. So, very nice. Well, Kaylee, I don't want to, at the misguidedness of me almost forgetting about you, which I would never. We are checking out another Faouzia song, and this is How It All Works Out. Very nice. All right, let's close it out with this one.
Goodbye always starts with hello. That's why I don't trust anyone that walks through the door. But I'll throw that out the window. I'm just gonna pretend that this gonna end on a good note. But it's not a good note, it's never a good note. But I'll keep my eyes closed. I can't see the end, so I pretend it's sweet until it crashes down. I know it's gonna crash down, yeah, but not right now. It's kind of funny how it all works out for me. La la la, I don't wanna see it all come crashing down. I know it's gonna crash down, yeah, but not right now. It's kind of funny how it all works out. Hello always ends with goodbye. How would I know this time's not different if I don't even try? Yeah, make believe is fun sometimes, so I'll just keep pretending this will end on a good note. But it's not a good note, it's never a good note. But I'll keep my eyes closed, pretend like I don't know how this is gonna go. Cause it's not a good note, it's never a good note. I can't see the end, so I pretend it's sweet until it crashes down. I know it's gonna crash down, yeah, but not right now. It's kind of funny how it all works out for me. Yeah. La la la, I don't wanna see it all come crashing down. I know it's gonna crash down, yeah, it crashes down. I know it's gonna crash down, yeah, but not right now. It's kind of funny how it all works out for me. I don't wanna see it all come crashing down. I know it's gonna crash down, yeah, but not right now. It's kind of funny how it all works out.
Wow. Jesus Christ. All right. That was Faouzia and her song How It All Works Out. Wow. That's crazy. She is crazy. Kaylee says this is my personal favorite. Andy says another amazing song from her. Connie says this is beautiful. And Cal says so nice. I would agree. Just an absolute wow ending to the stream. I would agree. And Jazz says her range is astonishing. Yeah, like I think now that I've listened to about 3 songs from her, I think what shocks me the most about her voice, not only that it's incredible, I feel like that would go very understated in my commentary, but I feel like to me, like, there's something impressive about the way that she moves within her range. You know what I mean? Like, I think there is such a fluidity in the way that she can kind of get into like that, like low bass or baritone sort of sound, and then get up into like a really high register with like with ease. There's just something really beautiful about that, and I think the way that she kind of traverses her vocal range is just really impressive, and I think that obviously goes with the level of skill and talent that she's been working on for such a long time. And you could tell it just like that hard work of her singing, God, I don't even want to know how many hours, and you know, arranging these songs. I think she's done a phenomenal job of just, again, being effortlessness in the way that she kind of crafts her voice. But I would also say she doesn't craft it with ease. You know what I mean? I think there is something very, very only I feel like maybe her voice can do in that way of like jumping between those different like feelings. You have some moments where she's like really driving in her voice, and then there's some moments where she backs off and gives you that reservation and stuff. And so I feel like that obviously goes with the level of skill that she has as a vocalist. And I think that, again, this is kind of a masterclass in the way that she really, again, pulls you in with emotion, or like, you know, backs off and allows you to breathe. There's just something really captivating about that experience. And I think with the three songs that I've listened to from her, I feel like I've kind of gotten that as kind of a major focal point of what she does. So I love hearing that. I think the stripped versions have been incredible to listen to as well. But I will definitely have to check her out in my free time. I think, again, she's such an incredible vocalist. And if you have not listened to her music yet, I would highly implore you to go show her some love, because she is damn near incredible. So Harmony says there is attention to her voice that keeps you on the edge in the best way. I would also agree as well. Very, very, very methodical in the way that she approaches writing. And I love to see that. I think there's something really beautiful about it. So Kaylee says, I'd say all the originals are a lot more grand. Definitely worth listening to. The stripped ones I love just because her voice stands out so much more. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I'm not complaining. You know, her voice is incredible. So very cool, very cool. I think we ended this off on a good note. I got through everybody. I feel good about that. So very cool. Thank you for joining for 2026's first Chaos stream. I will be doing more of these, of course, in the future. So come join if you feel like you want to be a part of that. If you're new, come join Discord. That's where I talk about most of the shit. So feel free to join. It is free, so come through. No, says I can make us go to midnight. Oh boy. I'm all good. I gotta rest up, but I'll be back Saturday. We will be doing an album stream. So come through Saturday. It'll kind of be a shorter stream. So, but I'm gonna try to do some albums on Saturday. So come through if you're free. So see y'all on Saturday. Peace, y'all.